Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations with Marvelous. I want to start off first and foremost, if I haven't said it already, or if it's the first time you joining in, maybe you don't watch Roadium Radio, maybe you don't watch Freaky Tales, maybe you don't watch, or maybe you don't give a damn. I want to tell you guys Happy New Year. I want to thank everybody on the live chat, everybody, the like, comment, subscribe, shared, everybody who is all the LA fools, the IE fools, the Raider fools, and just the regular fools. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. First and foremost, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, okay? I wouldn't be doing it if I only had 2 people watching me. That would probably be just my team members here watching me live. But you know what? I thank you guys. So much love and much respect, and I want to thank all you guys that submitted questions. And if you guys hear something that wasn't addressed, please call in when we open up the phone lines, and you guys can ask me or Marvelous yourself, okay? Other than that, I was just on B-Real's podcast on Tuesday. If you guys did not get a chance to watch it, go check it out. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I was a good boy. And we had an awesome conversation. So go check that out. That was episode 688, I believe. That was on Tuesday. And on B-Real TV on YouTube. B-Real TV on YouTube. Very few podcasts I encourage you to go subscribe to, because a lot of podcasts are full of shit. So let me just go ahead and say that, a lot of them are full of just Chicano chisme, reaction videos. First and foremost, who gives a shit about your reaction? So I'm saying it, and if you have a problem with that, call in. We'd love to hear about it. So other than that, once again, go check that out. News with Norbies will be coming on soon. Tomorrow, I already posted on my page. We're going to have NB riders in the building, okay? And it's going to be so fly. That's actually sounded pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Get it.
So other than that, and Marvelous just announced that I think we're having another pop-up, and he's invited me to go sell my books. And all you guys that have purchased teas, the cleansing teas, hit me up if you're interested. The other ones have already been out, and a lot of you guys have already told me you guys have received it. So I'm not going to take too much of your time, but we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So we have a lot of questions we want to cover. And if the questions are repetitious, like the whole flat earth thing, just don't even call, okay? He's already told you guys, his number's in his bio. You guys can call him, okay? Don't worry about the flat earth. Worry about your flat chest. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest, my co-host, Marvelous Inc. How are you, Marvelous?
What's up, Tony? I'm doing good, bro.
Why don't you just say I'm doing marvelous?
I'm doing marvelous.
That's awesome.
Doing marvelous.
That's awesome, man. So other than that, I see you have a Crown and Coke. Mm-hmm. So you picked up some drinking for the new year. New year, new you.
Yeah, new year. I plan on getting a habit.
Okay, and I see you're wearing your brand new Gucci sweater.
Coach, bro.
Oh, okay, Coach. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I was trying. Is Gucci worth more than Coach?
It's Gucci. You know what? I don't even know, bro. This is a gift, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, you look nice today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
With me, I'm wearing my gear comes from Fashion Town, so I want to give Jen a plug-in from Fashion Town. That's somebody that I want to take you to go meet him over there. Go meet him. He's got a lot of dope ass fucking hood gear. That's what I like to call it. A lot of hood gear. So other than that, Marvelous, tell us a little bit about, you haven't been here in about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. The last time you were here, we did a Freaky Tales. We'll be back to doing Freaky Tales. A lot of people get upset when we don't do Freaky Tales, but I get it. But I enjoy both the conversations and I enjoy Freaky Tales. But have you been here since New Year's?
You know what? I don't think so, bro. A lot of people have said it's been a long time since I've been here, and I feel kind of like it has been a long time. I see you got some new stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And so I think it's been a cool minute, bro.
Okay, now as far as New Year's, if anything, did you do anything exciting? New Year's Eve, going into New Year's,
I
day?
slept.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really do shit. I mean, there's nothing exciting anymore, homie. It's the same old shit. I didn't really hear anybody really celebrating. None of the homies, really celebrate. They were at home with their families and shit. So
no more house parties, Boone's Farm, none of that?
Ain't like the old days.
No, definitely ain't like the old days. Mm-mm. All I heard was, I stayed up, we lowered, I don't know if I told you, we lowered Norbert from the tree.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, we put a rope around his waist, and we're like 10, 9.
And his balls dropped.
Yeah, well, what happened was we got to 6, we just let his ass drop.
That's right.
And then we started kicking his ass like a piñata.
Get it.
Yeah,
Get it.
Because he dropped a gang of change, and that was like the piñata candy.
Get it.
But no, other than that, I know you You did some filming the other day. You care to talk about that?
Yeah, we did I don't know if it's a part 2, part 3, but it was a series on veteranos in East LA, or the Chicanos in East LA, veteranos, that generation with Peter Centinelo.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody subscribed to him. Peter Centinelo, he travels all over the world doing stories and about everything, bro. Really, he doesn't call himself a journalist, but it kind of is journalism. I mean, he's getting to people's specific stories. He does a lot of culture. He just finished a whole, what do you call it? A bunch of videos on
series.
A series on the Hopi Indians, the Navajo. A lot of reservations. They let him in, bro, and he did a story on them, which is really good. Like I liked it.
No shit.
Yeah, dope.
Wow. Well, you know what? He gets the views. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I just say. If you release good content, you'll get the damn views. The sad part is, Marvelous, is that I like to say that there's a lot of podcasters out there that don't know how to hold the conversation, don't know how to interview, but they'll give reaction videos and talk shit about other rappers and other people. And, I think to a certain extent, our own people are making our own... Our people are making our own people look, they're making a mockery of us, bro. Because one thing that I've learned and that I'm seeing throughout this whole podcasting journey that I'm going through is that what people are doing today, they got two options, okay? If you want to start a podcast, talk about prison and politics, okay? Or reaction videos. If you guys want to do that, you guys don't need talent for that. All you need to do is be a fucking chismoso. And on one of them, you may get in trouble for doing. So my thing is this, that let's, if you will, encourage, motivate, inspire raza to move forward.
Yeah.
And others as well.
And I think that's what we do here. I mean, at least, this is your channel, bro. And I respect it. You're inspiring people. You're giving people a chance to voice, give a voice to them, for their talents, whether it's in music or just various things. And you're bringing knowledge to the gente.
Right. Some people say, well, there's views in that. I'd rather not have those views, bro.
Right.
I'd rather not. I'd rather encourage and bless our people than exploit them and use them, for their horror stories that maybe they don't want to ever relive. Marvelous, I'll say this and then we'll move on. I had friends that have gone to jail, whether they did 31, 32 years, others did 25, others did 10, 15 years. All of them from my neighborhood have all came out and told me like this: the last thing I want to talk about is prison. Like they want to start their lives over again. Yeah. The sad part is that I see channels that they glorify it. They like to brag about it. And I just wish that we can move on, because there are kids, just like the way they were inspired by watching American Me, there are kids that see that and they think, wow, I had one individual here that he said as a kid that he wanted to go to prison so bad, it was like his Super Bowl, and so I think to myself, why are we encouraging that?
It's just the guys that are doing this shit, they don't think they're encouraging it. They say they're not glorifying it, but they're bringing that energy that should stay in there.
Yeah, true. Okay. Other than that, any New Year's resolutions?
Just try to be a better me.
Okay.
Educate myself more on things that I don't know.
So can we say New Year, New You?
I think that's dumb, bro. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay. But now, one question I want to ask you, and I want to put you on the spot right here because everybody keeps asking me. When is Marvelous going to come out with his own channel? Come on, guys. It's already been a while. I want to see Marvelous start teaching.
Man, I get people beating me down every day about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
When are you going to drop your first video? I've actually filmed like 3 good ones. I just haven't edited them out, bro.
Yeah, put them out.
With you. Yeah. And just personal life issues. I don't talk about my personal shit, but there is some little issues going on with my children. So... I'm trying to sort that out first, and that's a priority to me, bro. Okay.
Well, you know what? Is there anything you want to bring up before we actually jump into the questions? Anything maybe before we actually start?
Just a pop-up happening on 11th, and I just want to thank everybody that tunes in and shares this. Thank you very much. The viewers, whether it's questions, whether it's a derogatory remark or nothing, it helps me make me a better me. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes. Now, this pop-up that you're doing, you said on the 8th?
No, that's gonna be on the 11th, I believe.
11th. Okay, on the 11th. Now, is it going to be the same place? Do you think?
I think it is. We'll make the flyer and put it out.
Okay, because I'll go and we'll promote it here, and we'll invite people out there again. It'll give me an opportunity to actually take more books. Because there's a lot of people that have been, and everybody that hit me up on the DM, Tony, send me pictures of books. Look, I have so much stuff going on during the day that in between that day, I try. My alone time is going to the gym. Okay, when I get home, I got a lot of shit to do, and there's a lot of people that hit me up, Tony. What about the books? What about the books? Take pictures of the books, mail it to me. I'll pay for everything. If we have that pop up, then I'll just take everything there, and I'll just encourage everybody just to go over there. I'll be there.
Yep.
So, okay. Anyways, let's get to the very first question. We're gonna stay away from the whole flat Earth shit because everybody keeps saying it's the same old questions. Well, it's you guys asking the questions, okay? And where I'm getting my questions from right now, you can go on the YouTube page and on my community. That's where all the questions are at, okay? So the first question is, and I'm going to read it exactly the way it's read. I'll try to make some type of sense to it if there's no punctuations here. What's your guys' thoughts on the Apocrypha? What's a good version to read? Appreciate both of you. Saludos. Okay, now, the Apocrypha usually comes not necessarily with the Christian Bible like the King James Bible. It comes with mostly the Catholic Bible. Okay. And I've read them. I don't see any problem with anyone actually reading the Apocrypha. If anything, I'd probably encourage it because I consider it history. That's what I consider it. So I would never tell anybody, no, don't read it. Now, as far as versions of it, I've only had one, and that was on my Catholic Bible that belonged to my family. That's the only one I read. You care to elaborate?
So I have it with the 16th, 11th century King James.
Okay.
So it comes in there, and it's not considered. It's just canon. It's part of it. So it's not separate from Torah. It's included. So that when it's included, it's called canon. It's part of it. So
and the one you have, they canonized it, if you will. They included it.
Yeah, well, it's in the Bibles that were made after that century were divided, and they took some of the books out, they changed some of the words, and they took scriptures out of it, like the scripture of fasting. Fasting isn't in there. And they just divided it, bro, like they keep on doing.
Okay. So you do encourage people to read it?
I encourage people to read it.
Okay, there you go. Now, as far as translation, he has the King James 1611 translation.
And especially, my bad, Tony.
No, go for it.
Second Esdras 54. 654. Second Esdras 654. Read that part.
Okay. If you didn't hear it, rewind it. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Part 2, questions for both of you guys. 1, do you think we will be better with electric vehicles in the future? If so, why? If not, why not? There was one thing, I guess I don't think too much about electric vehicles, but when I was on the Be Real podcast, he mentioned that he has saw something on the news, and I say Be Real mentioned that there was an electric vehicle trying to go through like a miniature flood, and the car got wet and it stopped because it's electric. I don't know if that happens to all of them.
Yeah.
If that happens to all of them, then I guess I wouldn't want an electric car. So I don't know too much about electric cars. Do you?
You know what? I don't know if it would be good or bad. I just know all this smart technology shit is super bad. It's bad for our frequency that's resonating in us. Right. And I've actually heard and seen a couple of videos that people have been putting out that they're having major issues with their Teslas. And that's if they're parked and left alone for about more than 3 weeks, that this gooey film is all inside of it, bro. And mold is like taking over the whole fucking car in the inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Facts. A gang of people are putting out videos, and I've seen them. So that's a trip.
Wow.
One dude that came back from vacation after a month, he's filming his whole car, and it has like this black ass fucking mold, bro, like all sick with it. Another one has like this black mold and algae growing inside of it.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Save your receipts, guys.
Yeah, the trip.
Okay, then here's the other one, the part 2. How do you feel about a cashless society in the near future. Gracias. Well, it doesn't matter how I feel about it because I do believe we have been headed that way for a long time. How do you feel about it?
I think that it's good, bro. We should all go back to dealing with trade, real cash. Cash is seeds and livestock, which is horses, cows, sheep, stuff of that nature. That's real money. Land, that's real money.
But for some people that are listening to you, they may say, "But what if I live in the city? How can I do that?"
I mean, you know what? You can't do that. There's no
It's
answer to
tough.
that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, a cashless society, like you said, you gave the good part of it. Let me give some good parts of it. Okay. Most people, when they buy drugs off the street, it's cash. Okay. You know, I don't know a drug dealer that's curb serving that's going to have you swipe. Okay. So now, most people that want, I don't know if they still do it this way. When they want ransom, many times they want cash. I want $1 million. I want $10 million cash. It'll stop that. It'll stop you from losing money when, you know, I dropped $10, I dropped $20, you know. I do think that would help. It would help. It will help stop counterfeiting. You know, people wouldn't be able to counterfeit money. Some people are still getting away with counterfeits, especially here in the hood. It would just stop a lot of things from happening. That sounds good, but now, like, I need to borrow $20. Marvelous.
Yeah.
How do we do that now?
I don't know, but think about it. Like if somebody wants to rob your ass, right? You're not going to have no cash on hand. They're going to take your ass for ransom.
Yeah. They're going to take you. Yeah.
So you better be able to fight for that chip that's going to be in your butt or wherever the fuck they want to implant that shit.
Right. Yeah, exactly. On your butt. So, but I do believe that's we've been heading, because I've been hearing about cashless society since 1994. And as a matter of fact, I will say this. There was a guy, and I'll mention his name, because some people say, you never mention the guy's name. I don't have to, okay? But this guy was named Richard Hurd. This was a lecture that I heard. And keep in mind, he said that we needed, that he attended a convention where they were saying that they needed a cashless society by the year 2000. Now we're in 2023. So my whole point in sharing that's what they've been talking about even since then.
Bro, remember the shutdown? What was it called? Y2K?
Y2K,
Remember that shit? Everyone was going crazy over that?
A lot of people thought that it was just going to, like, some people said it was the end of the world. It was never supposed to be the end of the world. It was supposed to be like all technology shut the fuck down. You know, some people were saying even if 10% of the computer shut down, it'll fuck everything up. Believe me, they had a lot of people fucking nervous, bro. I'll be honest with you, and maybe this is the wrong attitude, Marvelous, but during that time, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, doesn't matter. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do believe we're going into a cashless society. Okay, so now, question for the motherfucking legendary wizard. What are your thoughts on possible having a show solely with biblical prophecy and scripture? Let me stop there. I would consider it, but the reason why I don't, because I'm going to tell you what. There's people on both sides that say yes, and then there's people that say that your show turned into a Bible study. Look, if people are asking, don't be complaining, okay? If I do it, then I do it, okay? Many people say yes, many people complain. This is not a Bible study. You know, this is a conversation, and people ask questions, so we want to answer them. So I'll think about it on biblical prophecy. Also, gracias, Tony, for the cleansing tea. Already losing my panza. LOL. Salute to the entire crew. I'm glad you're losing that panza, because now you have a better chanza.
Yep.
So with that one, Haina. Okay, let's go to the next one. Sub Tony, and marvelous question. What do you guys think about mirrors and the stigma surrounding mirrors or one's reflection? The whole mirror thing, I don't really know too much about, okay? Right. Of course, let me tell you, growing up, you break a mirror, 7 years, bad luck. The only other time that I saw that things could be caught, demons can be caught in mirrors, was when I saw that movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've heard things about mirrors, but I don't know. Other than that, Marvelous, I'm totally clueless.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think a lot of people have messaged me about mirrors. I think that if you could find yourself a mirror, like an older century mirror, have an iron backing, I mean, find that. I still think that those mirrors are able to show you the truth in bloodlines. You know, whether it be a demonic thing that you're seeing or a person not being able to see the reflection. Because there's some people, the videos are out there where they're not able to see their fucking reflection. Like they'll be passing by and you won't be able to see it.
yeah, you showed me a video on that.
Yeah.
You showed me that's a trip.
Yeah.
That's a trip. Now, as far as I wish I could help you, but I don't know too much about that. Second part of it says, I've heard many people say that the mirrors are evil and are considered a gateway for evil beings to crossovers. Also, that it is bad to always look at yourself in the mirror. Thoughts, gracias. So, I like looking at myself in the mirror, bro. If I'm putting lotion on or if I'm dressed, make sure my shit is creased or something like that. Other than that, I don't take selfies in mirrors. I don't do any of that stuff. The only other bad thing that I heard of mirrors was the whole Bloody Mary thing, looking into a mirror. As far as catching things, I've heard little stories about, demons being caught in mirrors. Other than that, I don't know too much. So maybe that's something that I'll look into, and we'll bring it over to Freaky Tales and we'll talk about mirrors. Okay. Now, but one last thing, as far as movies is concerned, if you remember, I believe it was The Conjuring. Where she kind of like plays with this little thing that goes around and she's looking into it. And in there's mirrors. It's a little like a carousel.
Oh, yeah.
And then she looks into the mirror and then behind she sees a demon. But she turns around, the demon's not there. Yeah. She only saw it in the mirror. So is it possible to only see certain things in mirrors that you wouldn't see natural and with the natural eye? Possibly. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
But yeah, possibly. So, okay. It says Super Chat $2.99. Tony and Marvelous, do you guys plan or thinking of doing a Freaky Tales episode at a paranormal haunted place? I wouldn't mind if I knew a paranormal or haunted place. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't know. What do you think?
I've thought about that, bro, but I'm really not too into
too fond of it.
Yeah, too fond of all that shit.
Okay. Now, I want to say this. I had a guy named Brian Clune. He doesn't claim that he's a paranormal expert, but he does say that he's been in the paranormal thing for 25 years. And he told me this on the Freaky Tales. As a matter of fact, go to the Freaky Tales page on Instagram, and I highlighted a story there on my page. That's Brian Clune, and I put his page there. He wrote many books about the paranormal, okay? And here's what he said, Marvelous, that 99% of the time, all so-called paranormal experts witness nothing. 99% of the time. So I said to myself, because he had me baffled, I said, then why do you do it? And he said, for that 1%. That's what he said. I go, have you ever witnessed anything? He goes, one time. So I'm like, what the fuck? And it kind of like brought me down a little bit, because I'm thinking like, bro, I have a paranormal podcast and you're saying 99% of the time nothing happens. And he said, that's just the way it is. And I said, could it be that nothing happens to you? Now, Ed and maybe you could help me this. Ed and Lorraine Warren, is that their name from The Conjuring? Ed and Lorraine Warren, I think that's their names. He said that they were the biggest fucking frauds in all of Hollywood. That they've been debunked many, many times, but yet Hollywood continues to take their stories and make movies about it.
Did you ever hear about Poltergeist? All the shit that happened on the set?
I heard about stuff, but not specifically. But I know that little girl who died like soon after that movie.
Sacrificed.
Yeah. A lot of people say that. But yes, I would definitely consider doing a paranormal podcast. Now, let me clarify this, because somebody told me like this. I remember when Freaky Tales was all about paranormal and UFOs and ghost stories. Now it's all about flat earth and Bible studies. And I said, first and foremost, let me tell you something. It's not called a paranormal podcast. It's called Freaky Tales. People call in and give their freaky stories, their freaky tales. It's not a paranormal podcast, Okay. So we talk about everything, even paranormal, but people call in and give their freaky tales, freaky stories. That's what that is. So yes, I would consider it. Let's go to the next question. 2 questions. Tony, do you think if Death Row Records didn't kill Eazy-E, Chicano rap will be worldwide mainstream? Eazy-E wanted to unite with Chicano rap with black rappers. Okay, well, first of all, one of the groups that he signed was Toker from Brownside. I had Clever here, Toker's brother. I had Wicked, the only last remaining member of the Brownside crew, and others here that were a part of the whole Brownside. I don't want to, I'll just say group.
Yeah.
Or at least were signed to him. All of them told me that Toker never considered himself Chicano rap. So as far as I'm concerned, Eazy-E probably never ever considered it Chicano rap either.
Yeah, that's a new term.
It is.
That shit came out in the early 2000s.
Exactly. Now, I don't know about worldwide because I do believe that on a big platform, Frost, Lighter Shade of Brown, even Proper Dos, there was a lot of groups out there that were on the radio already and had major record deals. Mm-hmm. So they were already taking it. Could it have gotten bigger? Yes, I do believe it's possible. But I'm going to tell you what fucked it all off. All those Chicano rappers that I mentioned, you know, whether Frost, Proper Dos, Spanish Fly, Brownside, and Lighter Shade, and there's others. All of them had record deals, and all of them were on the radio. Mm-hmm. Here comes the 2000s. Mm-hmm. Okay? No more record deals. No more airplay. Mm-hmm. You were put in a slot called Pocos Pero Locos.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
You know?
But you know what happens, though, bro, is we segregate ourselves. Mm-hmm. First, by using the term Chicano rap. Mm-hmm. Why in the fuck did that come into play? You know, You're just rap. You're hip hop. You're telling a story. Growing up in the barrio, dope, hood rats, whatever the fuck, making feria. Like, and then we're segregating ourselves even more. Oh, well, you know, they want to work with you. Oh, well, where the fuck are they from, homie? Oh, they ain't from over here.
Thank you.
You know, and hating on the next homie, you know? And I understand that we all have poverty issues or whatever the fuck, but don't hate on the next vato that's getting his, you know?
Look, if you're a Chicano rapper, correct me if I'm wrong, and then later on we'll put on the headphones and you can call in. All you are is a swamp meeting car show performer. That's all you are. Because, like you said, we did it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay? Think worldwide. Think on a bigger scale. Yeah. Think the international market.
Yep.
But you know what we think? The swamp meets, the indoors, the car shows. Mm-hmm. I was working with this one cat, very fucking talented, and he said his goal, this is how small-minded a lot of raza are. I'm not saying everybody, but how this one individual was. He said, I know I made it, bro, when I make it to the lowrider car super show.
Oh, my God.
That's what he told me. Now, I didn't look down at him, but you know what? I feel bad for him. So I was trying to instill in him, like, there's bigger and better things.
Yeah. We limit our expectations are not there, homie.
You know, it's funny that we have to call ourselves Chicano rappers, okay? The other day I had KK here from Second to None. I never asked him, how does it feel being black rap? The other day I had D-Boy here. His father's from the Booyah tribe, okay? D-Boy's making his own noise. I never asked him, so how does it feel to be Simone rap?
We're the only ones that do it.
We're the only ones that do it to each other. And then you got idiots, well, I'm a Chicano rapper. Cool, bro.
And it's the same thing, you know, with the whole argument of the Chicano, right? And this pendejo gets all hurt over it, right? And it's like Chicano low riding, they considered it, it's a Chicano thing. No, it's a raza thing. Raza, we all love low riders.
Right.
We all love beautiful hyenas. We all love making money. That's a brown thing. It's not just, you know, it's not limited.
Right.
Don't limit. We limit ourselves, you know?
We limit ourselves. Okay. If you guys get mad because of what I said, keep in mind, I just want bigger and better things for our people.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Okay, here's the other one. Marvelous. What type of person you think you be if you were not raised in Islos?
Definitely not the person I am today. If it's anything good, but I don't know. I can't picture myself. I see that all the time with my clients that I tattoo from different cities, homies from different barrios that are San Fernando Valley. I just can't picture growing up not in East LA. I don't know. Our food, our people, it's like we're a whole, like, it's a little Mexico.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like this when people tell me, why do you still live in Wilmington? Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, you know, hearing the sirens at night, growing up hearing the fucking helicopter. When I'm somewhere, when I'm in another city, like, or I go anywhere else and it's super fucking quiet, that's when something's wrong. I feel something's the matter.
Oh, bro.
I gotta walk around. I have to hear a fucking helicopter. I gotta know somebody's awake.
As weird as it may sound, I'm going to tell you a story. Me and my brother used to be curb serving. I was never big time. He later on did. I never wanted to become big time. So I was selling 20s, dimes, you know, back in the days. We're talking about late 80s. Sometimes cars like, we get 20. Cool. When it got real fucking quiet, I told my brother, something's up. So we would hop over the fence and look through a fucking hole. And here comes the crash unit.
Yep.
You know, with the fucking lights turned off. And I'm like, I fucking sensed it. We could just sense shit like that, bro, in the neighborhood. So I'd rather be here than in Beverly Hills. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And say that I got a big Joe Rogan deal and they offer me $100 million to continue the podcasting, I'd probably tear all this shit down, buy out the fucking neighbor, and build my castle here, bro.
Yeah.
You know. So, anyways, everybody knows me here and everybody's got love for me here, so, and I got love for them. Okay, here we go. Marvelous, I heard you say in a couple of interviews you trained in judo and jiu-jitsu. Was wondering what belt rank did you receive in both or either or martial arts? And are you down to train one of these days? I'm over your neck of the woods. I guess he lives in your neck of the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super down. So what I did get to is, I don't ever say I got to black belt. I did. I passed my test, but I didn't have the money to pay for the belt at the time. It was $500. So I always say I got to red and black. Yeah. But I ended up getting busted. I was always getting busted as a juvenile. And they dropped my sponsorship, and I wasn't able to compete no more. You know, in that sponsorship, they pay for your hotel room, which was that's a lot of money. You know, the competitions, everything's money, bro. You're paying for the competition. You're paying for how many things you're gonna do with it. Whether it's called punce. Punce is your form, or you're gonna fight. And then how many fights are you going to try? Are you trying to, you know, go for this on this level or whatever the fuck you're trying to do, you know? So my thing was, my goal was always to go to the Olympics, bro. Of course. You know, and my best friend Armin, shout out to Armin. He is a dope ass fucking fighter, man. I always wonder what happened to him, but I can't remember his fucking last name. He was my best friend. And he ended up going to the Olympics. And I ended up going to jail. I meant the Junior Olympics. I won the gold medal, but still, like, that's nothing compared to the Olympics.
You're going to go to the Hood Olympics.
Fucking, yeah, dumb shit.
Okay. Here we go. For both of you guys, have you guys ever heard of Nahuales? Am I pronouncing it right?
I don't know, bro.
Nahuales in Mexico. Nahuales in Mexico.
No, I don't know.
Nahuales. I don't know if there's anything silent there.
Is that on the? Oh, that's on the community, huh?
Yeah. Just for both of you guys, have you guys ever heard of Nahuales in Mexico? If so, what do you guys think about it? You want to look it up?
Yeah, okay. I'll look it up and answer it. If you
okay. Nahuales. Nahuales.
Oh yeah, Nahuales in Mexico. No. I haven't.
Okay. Good.
Go for it.
Give him the mic.
They have Nahuales as I guess a spirit of sort that transforms into different animals. Ritual and magic spells have contact with her spiritual realms and bonds with his inner animal. That's pretty much the description.
Okay, I've never heard of it, but I'll look into it now, and maybe that's something we could bring up on Freaky Tales. Okay, so thank you for that. You know, so Tony, what's up, Tony and Marvelous? I wanted to ask you guys about Judgment Day. Are you guys going to be judged only on whether or not you follow the commandments? What about the people? I always hear this fucking question. What about the people that might not have learned anything about the Bible, but are firm believers of a higher power? Does believing in Him and believing on a higher power, does believing in Him and the way you treat people on earth have any influence on whether or not you make it into heaven, or are you judged specifically on the commandments only? Let me stop there. So he's saying pretty much, are we going to be judged by the commandments, number one, or are we going to be judged on how we treat people here on earth? Like, what if we just don't follow the commandments, but we do believe and honor some type of higher power, and we treat people good here on earth?
You want to go first? I'll go, because we're going to have different answers. I know.
Well, okay, in the Bible, God gave us moral law for a reason.
Mosaic law.
Okay. Now, let me say this. Some people would say this. This is one of the most famous answers when it comes to the commandments. Well, that was just for the Jews. That's one of the biggest ones. I always like to come back and say, okay, you have children and I have children, correct? A lot of you guys out there have children. So honor your father and your mother. Is that only for the Jews? No. I believe in honoring your father and your mother, okay? Don't lie. Thou shalt bear not false witness. Is that only for the Jews? No. Don't steal. You know that we instill that in our children. I instill that in my grandbabies.
Right.
Don't lie.
Right.
Don't steal.
Right.
We do that, and we're teaching law. Where are we getting it from? So when I ask people that believe in a so-called higher power, where do you get your morals from? Many times they just say, well, as long as I treat people right, I don't hurt nobody.
Right.
I do good.
Right.
I buy oranges from the Mexicans all the time. It's like they make up their own moral laws.
Yeah.
So I do believe that we will be judged by God's moral law. Now, whatever you want to add to it.
Okay. Well, then our answer is similar then. So what I believe, and I stand firm on this, what I'm going to say right now, is the laws were given to a certain nation of people, or what the Bible calls a world. World in Hebrew meaning a specific nation, not the whole earth or all nations, or worlds with an S, plural. I've given this definition before. Of in the Bible, there's three different terms. There's the word world, singular, which defines a specific nation of people, which would be the Hebrew Israelites. The other group of people or other nations would be called Goyim, or Gentiles. That definition would be those who worship other gods or heathens. The earth will pertain to any organic living matter, animals, plant life, or humans that the Most High has made.
Yes.
So the Mosaic law or law was given to a man named Moses, who was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Levi, correct? Yes. He was told to teach the rest of the Hebrew Israelites the law.
Yes.
They were to be an example to the other nations, essentially to teach them by living by this law. Right. Okay, whether they're going to correct themselves or not, that is not for us to be in our feelings about or anything. So they wouldn't be accountable for sin, believe it or not, because the only ones that will be accountable for sin is the law that is given to. So if you tell your son, for instance, or one of your sons, mijo, I need you to go take out the trash, I need you to cook dinner or go help your mom do this and that, whatever, is your other son responsible for what you told this son to do?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's where it goes. Another thing is, if every day you have a vision, because that's what we used to go by dream visions, and the Most High giving us certain things to tell us, laws or whatever it was, whether it was Enoch, Moses, or whatever, right? And you would write this in your little book, and it became scripts that you were writing, right? And it later on became Torah or history, a code that you're supposed to live by. And I come into your home and I steal your book that you're writing for your kids, the messages that you're getting from the Most High, and I go ahead and I teach my kids or I show my kids, oh, look at this is for us. It's 2. This is for us. Is it for us?
No, it wasn't given to you.
No, it wasn't given to me. So that's what has happened with the Torah, later becoming the Bible, later being translated by King James and about 80 scholars, and now the Bible's for the whole world. No, it's not. It was given, law was given to Moses. That was to be taught by them. Right. Not by what's called later. When the Holy Temple in Jerusalem was raided by Nebuchadnezzar and the Roman soldiers, that was taken and then distributed it or whatever they wanted to manipulate it by. And now Christianity's created, Catholicism, and here these man-made religions because they're man-made.
Right.
You know, now it's for everybody. When the word "world" pertains to a specific nation, not the earth, like the schools teach us.
Okay.
Right.
You know, I do want to say this because a lot of people ask me, you know, so do you consider yourself Christian?
Mm-hmm.
The disciples didn't even consider themselves Christians.
Correct.
So, anyways, yeah, much love and respect to both of you guys. I hope all is good with you guys. God bless you, y'all and y'all families. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. This was kind of a lengthy one. My question, Tony A, great podcast. Man, I've been watching way back on YouTube, back when the GOAT pioneer, Tommy Sotomayor, started it all. Man, but I'm glad I found the version of the Chicano podcast. I'm also, Norbies and Marvelous should be your main co-host forever. Yes, okay. Just me saying, Tony A. I get you love the DJ and the hip-hop, rap, etc., but you come from a time where the whole trash metal was blowing up, as well as bands such as Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, etc. Not saying that your main kind of music, man, I'm not saying that's your kind of music, man, but looking back, a lot of Chicanos, a lot of them metal heads were, he put 2 words, were Chicanos, even Mexican. So what's your memory on Chicano/Mexican metalheads? Because till this day, there is a huge fan base on them. Or will you in the future interview any bands you know of? Not just local, but all kinds of, etc. I'm in with you, Tony A. The band, The Doors, great band, my man. Yes, it is. I love Jim Morrison and I love The Doors. I love a lot of groups. I love Led Zeppelin. Ozzy, Black Sabbath. I listen to a lot of that stuff. Now, will I ever interview? Yes, I have. I think one of the first interviews that I did, and this was like before my 100th episode, I interviewed and I'm saying this because somebody sent me something this week, and he goes, check out this guy. He's out of San Diego, and he calls himself Cholo Goth. And it was Prayers. Mm-hmm. He's married to Kat Von D. Mm. I interviewed him here. A lot of people do not know. Just punch in Prayers, Roadium Radio, and it'll pop up. So I interviewed him. We had a great conversation. I'm going to tell you guys who used to be a big metal head in high school, and I know because I went to school with them. We're the same age. Martin Moreno, the comedian. They're always saying, Martin. I interviewed him here too. He's from my neighborhood. He was a big time metalhead, and then he became a comedian. Okay, but yeah, I would love to interview, people, raza or Chicanos that are in heavy metal bands. The thing is, I just don't know a lot of them.
There's one that you met before. This dude, he has a podcast. Yeah, he used to wear skirts and eyeliner and all that shit. He's out of the Highland Park area. Some Russian vato. But anyways, I'll remember after.
Okay, so yeah, I would if there's any I would say Russian bands, any Chicano raza bands out there that are into heavy metal, hit me up. I'd love to give you guys an opportunity, or at least give me an opportunity. That's the way I should say it.
My primo had a badass band, bro. Sorry, Tyrant. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They were bad, man.
No, it sounds familiar.
Bad. They used to play at the Whiskey, the Roxy. They were sick.
I performed at the Whiskey.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do that. I don't care if it was for free, but because I know Jim Morrison used to be the house band.
Fuck yeah, they were bad.
Yeah. So, okay. So, thank you for that, bro. Appreciate you, homie. Okay. This guy put, having a mirror in the front of your door to trap bad vibes when people walk in your house, is it a good thing? Again, when it comes to the mirrors, I don't know too much about that, bro. So, as far as keeping the mirror in front of your house, one thing I know about Raza, we buy swamp meat mirrors, them big old mirrors, and then we put them in our fucking living room. Why? I don't know. Did you grow up with that, Alex? A big ass fucking mirror. I mean, we don't even look at ourselves in that fucking mirror. We look at a mirror in the bathroom and in our room. But we have a big ass swamp meat mirror or from a mirror from Casa Leaders that we just hang up in our living room, and there we are. I don't know about catching spirits or anything like that. So back in the day when they used to have layaway, now they switch it to rent to own. So anyways, anything marvelous about keeping a mirror in your
Nada.
Nada? Okay. Many people in quantum health say proper circadian rhythm, grounding, earthing, sunrise, exposure is more important than exercise and diet. Diet and exercising is important, but if you're not sleeping right, diet and movement won't matter. Thought on that?
You need to ground yourself. So that would be taking your shoes off and connecting with the earth.
Okay.
And it'll ground your pineal gland's frequency back to a calm state. That's why they say walk on the beach, go to the forest, hear the birds, wake up to the birds. They say some of the longest people or longest living lifespans is beekeepers.
Beekeepers?
Beekeepers, bro, because the frequency that the bees are resonating.
Okay, first and foremost, I see a bunch of Raza women always fucking barefooted. They're the ones causing the most problems. I'm just playing.
Biatch.
So
That's fucked up. You're gonna get a chancla thrown at you.
I know. You know what WIC stands for? You know WIC,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what that stands for?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, wick?
Yeah. Do you know what it stands for? Like WIC. WIC. Like, when you go get the cereal and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Women in chanclas.
I never thought about that.
Okay.
Women in chanclas. You're gonna get bashed for that one.
Yeah, I know. We do need the sun because it's vitamin D, and a lot of girls like vitamin D. Okay.
Photosynthesis.
Yes. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. I don't know if that helps. Okay, finally brought Marvelous back. Okay. Question for Tony A. Hey, man, how are you? That's my question. I'm doing great. Thank you. Question for Marvelous. What's up, bro? How's your day?
Good, homie. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you.
Okay. Here's one that's very interesting, and I've always thought about it. And I never thought about asking a blind man, even though I probably met one of the most famous blind men in the world.
If they see their dreams.
Yes. Do blind people see in their dreams, or do they dream about seeing? I've never asked. That's probably the best answer. I bumped into Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
And I never asked him, but I'm sure he probably gets that question a lot.
That's crazy. Yeah, Stevie Wonder, he had a lawsuit against, I guess, because he flies all over the world performing, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was paying for first-class tickets.
No.
And they were sticking him in coach. He didn't even see it coming.
Yeah. He should have saw it.
I'm just fucking around with you guys.
Wow. I like that meme that says,
Come on, where's the drum roll,
yeah,
homie?
Okay. Hey, make sure you hit that new laugh. Okay.
Man, you guys are fired.
For both. Something different. I'm going to list. Okay, this is interesting right here. I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
And then I want you to answer it, okay?
Go for it.
For both, something different. I'm going to list a few names of what we call Chicano rap. Choose the one y'all prefer based on the music. Keep in mind, based on the music.
Okay.
This is going to be very interesting, and I appreciate what this person sent me, okay? And it says, Frost or Little Rob? I'm going to say Frost, okay, because I like his music better. Little Rob, I believe, appeals to the women. I believe Frost's music appeals to the vatos in the neighborhood. For me, okay? Conejo or Frank V from Properto? That's easy. Frank V will wrap circles around him, okay? No disrespect, but that's my opinion. You ask me, I'm telling you, okay? Lighter shade of brown, Spanish Fly, or Brown Side? again, if we're going on music, I'm gonna say lighter shade of brown. On a bigger scale, lighter shade of brown was bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Criminal or Capone, I'm gonna say neither. Okay. So Shadow, Little One, or Night Owl. Okay.
Oh man.
You're gonna have to twist my arm on this one. Shadow, Little One, or Night Owl. You know what? I'm gonna say Night Owl, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was on a podcast where they asked me, when you think of Chicano rap, who's the first rapper that comes to mind? And I'll be honest with you, I said Night Owl. That's what I did say. And he's out of San Diego. He's no longer here, so I'm going to say rest in peace out of respect, even though we bumped heads and things weren't good. That's over with, okay? So I'm going to say Night Owl, okay? Cali Lifestyle, Triple C, or Clica 1. Okay. Triple C is Dominator and Rebel. Cali Lifestyle, they're all 805. Clica 1, that's Bad Boy and his group from Vegas, if I'm correct. When it comes to music, I'm going to say Triple C and Cali Lifestyle.
Yeah, I think so.
When it comes to lyrics, as far as like being lyrical,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Clica 1 because I've heard his stuff, but Cali Lifestyle and Triple C are not about the lyricism. They're about good music.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one, bro. So I'm going to have to choose both. I'll be honest with you. I'll probably have to choose Triple C and Cali Lifestyle as far as music is concerned, not necessarily dependent on lyrics. Okay, Slow Pain or AOT. Rest in peace, Slow Pain, but AOT because he wrote 70% of Kid Frost's lyrics. Okay, and he said it here when I interviewed him. Okay, look up AOT, Roadium Radio, and he's the guy that says most of Chicano rap sucks.
There's like 3 people that told me they're rappers, bro. I'm not even gonna say their names, but they told me that I guess he has a lot of ghostwriters.
A lot, but his main one was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Was AOT. Now I know Slow Pain wrote some stuff for him there because I was there when I was working with these guys.
Yeah.
And Frost called it Slow Pain and I still remember Frost's lyrics that Slow Pain wrote.
So how is it in the rap scene or in the rap game for, say you're a rapper and I'm a rapper and I write down on my shit and I rap it or whatever, but you have a ghostwriter, but you're able to put a good music together that'll make the radio stations. Are you still respected?
Frost and Eazy-E were respected. Frost didn't write La Raza, that was a poem. Again, according to AOT, 70% of his lyrics were written by, AOT wrote for Frost. But I do want to say that nobody could have delivered La Raza the way Frost did. Okay? I just believe that he had the voice and he had the mic presence.
Yeah.
I believe there's other guys that are better rappers than him, but they don't have the voice and they don't have that delivery, that mic presence. I think that's the difference. It's no different, honestly, Marvelous, like when, say we get a chick who's good looking, and I'm just going to be honest, big tits and a big ass. Tony, can she sing? No, but we got autotune.
Biatch.
We can sell that.
Damn.
Okay? That's where we're at with today's music.
Yeah.
So I would have to pick AOT over Slow Pain. Cypress Hill or Psycho Realm, there's no competition, Cypress Hill, okay? King Little G or Drummer Boy, neither. Chino Grande, Misfit or Bozo. I would probably say Misfit for music and probably Bozo for the lyrics. That's where I'm at. Do you want to look at this and answer it? Or do you want me to read it to you?
Nah, go ahead.
Frost or Little Rob?
I grew up more with Little Rob. So,
Okay.
I can't really.
Okay. Conejo or Frank V from Proper Dos?
I like both of them, but on lyrics, I resonate with fucking Conejo because he spits that gangster shit, and his story he's telling, fucking right there. I love that shit.
Okay. See, I was able to relate more to Frank V's lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay. Lighter shade of brown, Spanish Fly, or Brown Side?
I grew up more with the lighter shade of brown.
Okay. Criminal or Mr. Capone?
Neither.
Okay. Shadow, Little One, or Night Owl?
I liked all of them, but more leaning towards Little One and Shadow.
Okay. Cali Lifestyle, Triple C, or Clica One?
Triple C, and then I grew up with them.
Okay. Slow Pain or ALT?
A Slow Pain.
Okay. Cypress Hill or Psycho Realm?
Cypress Hill.
King Little G or Drummer Boy?
Neither.
Okay. Chino Grande, Misfit, or Bozo?
I don't really know. I don't listen to Bozo. Misfit, I don't know if I ever heard of stuff like that of his. And who was the other one?
Chino Grande.
Chino Grande, I know Homeboy. I don't know. There's a couple of songs that I like of his, but I don't know. I mean,
Okay. Manny, Mo, or Jack?
neither.
Okay. Let's move on. Hopefully that answers. I like to give up from the gut, bro. So,
Yeah.
Tony, hear me out. Okay. Give Marvelous his own podcast on your show. Somewhat to what Hoodstocks is doing with the street vendors and Asian podcast. I didn't even know he was doing any of that. It will be beneficial to you and Marvelous together. Plus, it's taking years for Marvelous to get his channel up and running.
I know.
Well, you know,
clowning me.
well, think about this, Marvelous. Conversation with Marvelous is pretty much your show. You're my co-host on Freaky Tales. They see you on two different platforms. But I know they want to see you talk a little bit more on your stuff. When is Marvelous going to run his channel? That's when it happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Marvelous, will you put out a book of knowledge for us? If so, I'm ready to purchase it.
I would love to, but again, I tell people I'm not any smarter than anybody else, bro. It's just I'm not distracted by bullshit no more. Like, fuck that. I'd rather learn some shit.
Okay. I've been waiting for him to come back. Hell yeah. Question. Are we due for the extinction of the sixth generation
Yep.
of advanced human beings?
Yep.
There are talks of Atlantis in the Sahara, but no one talks about the lost civilization that exists where Easter Island to Hawaii to Micronesia. Any thoughts on this lost peoples?
There's a gang of civilizations that have been lost, I think there's been so-called different resets. We're due for the other one. We're almost at the year 6000. We're not 2023.
Okay.
We're on the Gregorian calendar, and we're supposed to be on the Julian calendar. For people that don't know, look up Julian calendar. That's the real timeline.
Okay. The lost civilization is attributed to the rising of sea levels from the last flood. When you say last flood, that means I only believe and think of one global flood. So when somebody says last floods, it sounds to me like there was multiples.
Well, in the resets, there has been supposed multiples.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. This one. Marvelous and Tony, what's your take on Andrew Dawson? He filmed a giant on a mountain in Canada and went missing soon after. Is that the guy that pulls up and he looks real high and it looks like there's a man up there? Bro, okay, look, Marvelous. I'm going to tell you this. Okay.
Before you give your answer, bro,
Yeah.
I think it's fucking nonsense. I don't believe that shit. I think it's propaganda because the elite know that the bloodline of the Nephilim and Canaanite giants are still here. There's still giants that can show. So what the fuck is the point of showing people a giant? Or they raided Iraq and we went to war with Iraq to go get the bloodline of Gilgamesh or whatever the fuck they want to say. That's all bullshit. That's not true.
Okay. Then I'll spare you guys my answer because I was about to get frustrated.
My bad, homie.
Now, every time I take a deep breath, you guys know something good's coming. Okay, anyways. Do either of you know how to go about getting a religious exemption from the jab without belonging to an organized church religion? I really don't understand that question. Do either of you know how to go about getting a religious exemption from the jab without belonging to an organized church religion? What do you mean by jab?
Oh.
Why would they call it the jab?
Yeah, because that's what you call it, so you don't get fucking your shit demonetized and flagged.
I just learned something new.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a religious exemption from the jab. Say you're a fucking Jehovah's Witness, bro.
Yeah, say some bullshit.
Say you're a Jehovah's Witness. Say you're a Mormon. You don't want the shot, but you're allowed to bone 6 different women at one time.
Hey, I want to give, I hope you don't mind. I want to give somebody a shout out.
Go for it.
And I like to give these shout outs. This is to Mr. Sakra 916 King. As he said, Marv said, we in the year 6000. And then he put a bunch of smiley faces. You know, the funny thing is those smiley faces, screenshot your own phone right now, homie. Or whatever the fuck you're writing from. Because when you do, just like everybody else comes at me with some negative ass shit, that's cool. I hope that pushes you to go study your shit. So when you look up what I'm saying and find it out to be fact, I hope you slap yourself in the fucking face with those smiley faces.
Ooh.
So just shout out.
All right, cool. That'll work. You know, and here's my thing. People ask me this, Marvelous, okay? Tony, do you believe or Marvelous believes that bullshit of the flat earth? Okay, first and foremost, I'm not going to say I do not believe it or I do believe it. And I'm going to tell you why. How stupid am I going to look trying to argue about something that I haven't even researched? So it doesn't do me any fucking justice to try to argue with you. Anyways, okay, say you're Jehovah or a Mormon and maybe they'll let you, you know, or join a church for a week. Excuse me.
Or identify. Everybody's identifying as some shit. Identify yourself as the cure. And say, you don't need those shit. I'm the cure.
Identify yourself as a dog. You know? Shout out to Tony A. All the podcasts are dope. What do you and Marvelous think about Pimp C being a target for exposing the music industry about the gay shit they do and about the overdose on codeine, lean, when his close friends said he didn't sip lean? Okay, first and foremost, I think anybody's a target if you are going to talk that gay shit. Anybody's a target, bro.
Talk that gay shit.
And I mean, that's the way you put it.
Yep.
So if you disagree with that lifestyle, the LGBTQ community, I mean, they're going to keep adding fucking vowels to the LGBTQ, ADTQ, WXYZ. That's the way it's going to be by next year. You know, look, cool. I respect it. Do what you guys do, what you got to do. But like, if you do talk about it and pretty much say that you don't believe in it, you're against it, you are a target. And if this guy's Pimp C, I haven't researched it, but I know he's been kind of trending lately because kind of speaking up his mind. A lot of people are kind of like either trying to cancel him or I don't know the full story. So if you guys do, when we open up the lines, just call in, okay, and let us know. Now, as far as codeine, lean, shit like that, that shit is just so fucking unhealthy, bro. I don't even know why people even fucking do that, bro. You know, so I don't suggest that for anybody, but fuck it. You know, you were looking at me, Alex, like you wanted to share something or no?
No, it's just like it's opiates, so it's like heroin kind of, you know.
Liquid heroin.
Yeah, liquid heroin you're drinking.
Yeah, so, okay, let's move on. In any of these, and if we don't give a clear answer, call in and ask us, please. We're going to open up the phone line soon. Okay, what is Marvelous thoughts on Andrew Tate exposing the Matrix / government and his incarceration the way he spelled it wrong. Okay. What is Marvelous thoughts on Andrew Tate exposing the Matrix / government and its incarceration? Court papers state someone in the U.S. is pressing the issue on him.
I think that's propaganda. What they raided his house for is not what he got busted. What people say that he got busted for was for trafficking people.
Trafficking women, right?
Yeah, it was some other bullshit. That was just a rumor that was made up and went fucking viral. Yeah, I think it's propaganda.
So he's pretty much a pimp.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's a pimp either.
Okay, so
he's like a nerd ass dude. Like he's not even like, they make you. The elite have the option whether they want to make you a somebody or not.
Right.
You know, they could cancel them out anytime from YouTube. They could cancel anybody out anytime. So if they give you airtime and the time to fucking put you up here on a pedestal and that you're this fucking alpha male and spread all this alpha male shit, we're gonna give you feria. You know, that's what the fuck is gonna do. I think it's just an agenda, bro.
Huh. Okay. Do you think being woke, learning the conspiracy theories and doing research on things that are, do you think being woke, first and foremost, stop saying fucking woke. Stop saying that shit. That one man rapper. What's that one man rapper?
Bro.
That one man is always saying that. Snow the product. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think being woke, learning on conspiracy theories and doing research on things that are out of control takes a bad effect on your mind?
Nah, it just separates you from. I mean, if it's truthful shit that you're researching or knowledge, what it does, or what I find out, I mean, in most people, it just separates you from society.
Okay. Yeah, stop that woke shit. Okay. Let's see. Since we have smartphones and Google, everyone is woke. Know this and that. It's bro. Fuck. I'm gonna need glasses reading this shit. Okay. Once again, since we have smartphones and Google, everyone is woke. Knows this and that. It seems in the 90s and 80s, people are happier. So my question is, does being woke helps or hurts? Well, saying woke hurts. Be awake. That's what you're pretty much saying. Be educated. That's what you mean. Okay. Stop quoting this man. Okay. But anyways, yeah. So,
damn, son.
Okay. Happier. So my question is, does being woke help or hurts? Being informed, being educated is good.
Yeah, it's always gonna help you.
Yeah.
Next, Tommy.
Okay.
Next.
Do you guys think Ritchie Valens passed away at his time, or do you think it was more than an accident? I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
I don't know.
You know,
either, man.
maybe he hit a school of pigeons. I don't know, but it was supposedly a storm and it went down. You know, there was 3 other people in there, but I know it's fucked up because he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. So I don't know. My thing is this, and I'm going to use this for the sake of my answer. Conspiracies. Let's be honest, Marvelous. There are some people out there that think everything's a fucking conspiracy.
Right. True.
Everything, you know, the fucking spicy crispy chicken sandwich from McDonald's doesn't taste the same. The fucking government's behind it. You know, fuck, like, you know, I don't know. I'm just, okay. Not everything is a conspiracy, okay? You know, my hyena farted. I think the government sent her. You know, so, okay. There have been studies done with mushrooms that say they help with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and so forth. Do you think God made certain mushrooms for this reason?
I think God made a lot of plant life for certain reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I heard that one mushroom though, lion's mane or something, I think it's called. That's like one of the best ones though.
Okay. Have you ever taken mushrooms?
I've never taken them, bro.
But if God made them, why wouldn't you?
I know, right?
Okay, like how marijuana helps with seizures and cancer, and red wine is supposed to be heart healthy. Look, let's be honest. There's a lot of things that are good, but let's be honest. The government, the pharmaceutical company. You know what always tripped me out? And I was a kid when I told my mom this. I had a headache, and I rarely ever get shit like that. But I had a headache. And she gave me an aspirin, and on the box it had a temporary relief. And I said, temporary? I said, why not just forever?
Yeah.
Permanent relief.
Yep.
But because obviously you grow up and you realize that this pharmaceutical company ain't into healing you.
Nope.
It's a business.
Yep.
It's a fucking business. You know, so it helps keeping you sick. I'm going to give you one example, okay? And for those of you that are diabetics or have parents that are diabetics, whenever they go to their doctor's appointments, go with them, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. My father was already an old man. This before he passed away. And he had a cut on his foot that wouldn't heal. Like, here's the bottom of his foot. Here's his fat toe, and here's this toe. Right here, he had a cut. They would put medication. They would bandage it, and then say, come back next month.
Yeah.
And I noticed that fucking lady, the so-called nurse, will take the bandage off. It looked healed. And then she would start scraping it off the skin. Oh, no. Oh, it's still tender. Oh, yes, it's even bleeding. And I said, you just cut it open. Well, I just wanted to see if it was still tender. I said, okay. So she put more medication on it, whatever. She covered it. Come back in about 2 months. Okay, cool. We went back again.
Again.
She gets his fucking foot. Oh, yeah. It's not healing properly. You just cut it again.
Yeah.
I told that fat white bitch, you know, we're not coming no more. So we took my father somewhere else, and it fucking healed. What I'm saying is that bitch was juicing my father's insurance.
Yeah.
You know, so talking about, we're gonna have to cut off another fucking toe. Bitch, you cut off your fucking toe.
Yep.
Fucking play marbles with it, you fucking hoe. Anyways, this.
Biatch.
Tell him.
Fuck. Okay. Elaborate on the scripture that mentions A.I., iron in the clay, etc. The only time that I remember iron and clay was when Daniel had that vision.
Prophecy.
Okay, and it was a statue. I think the top part, if I'm correct, Marvelous, was
Gold.
right. But I'm trying to remember the name. Babylon, Medo-Persia,
Oh yeah.
Greece, Rome.
The 10-headed beast.
Yes, and then the feet were made of iron and clay.
Which
If
is
that's what you're talking about, it's in the book of Daniel. You could read it. But as far as that mentions AI, I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know what he means by that either, bro.
So that's no, I know
No,
what the
yeah.
fuck that means, but why don't you go ahead and tell us, Smarty Pants? So, anyways, I love these guys. Okay, Marvelous, this is a good one. Ask Marvelous what he would do if he was proven wrong with some of what he believes. What would you do? Celebrate?
Fuck, nothing. Fucking apologize. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, I was wrong.
yeah, like
I learned. So,
the point is what if all these thousands of people debating me, when they find out, what are they gonna do?
well, then they're not going to tell you that they were wrong.
Exactly.
So, okay, let's go. Okay. Question for both: can our raza be saved from chaos? Our youth, are not youths, our youth using the N word way too loosely. Technology ain't helping the kids because they all think being a successful YouTube star will be easy. Plus, I'm out in the workforce and I see most youngsters with horrible work ethic. True. I know it's a tough task, but I'm doing my part by educating my children.
That's right.
Maybe, Marvelous, you should start a class for parents to save our youth. So let me repeat that. Can our raza be saved from chaos? Our youth using the N-word way too loosely. Technology in helping the kids because they all think being a successful YouTuber star will be easy. Okay. The N-word is not our word. I don't care what you say. I hang around with blacks and they're cool with it. Bullshit. Okay? And I'm going to say it again, Marvelous, and I'm going to say it in front of you. Okay? 19 years old, I meet the whole NWA camp. Okay? Niggas with attitude. That's the only time I'm going to say it. Their second album was called Niggas for Life. Okay? I knew them. My second crew, DJ Quick, Second to None, AMG, they all use that word. Y nunca se me pegó. It never stuck with me. Okay? One thing that they respected, that I stay true to myself. Okay? I could have used that excuse. Well, you know, they use it. They don't have a problem with. No. I've taken Raza homies to the studio. And when my black brothers were saying that N-word, they thought, I'll just blend in and I'll use it. They told me, never bring that motherfucker back. Because they took that offensive. Okay? I don't use it. I don't encourage other people to use it. I see blacks taking it offensive when we use it. Maybe they may not tell you, but they do take it offensive because they have told me. So I think that's one thing that needs to be taught at home, that we don't talk like that.
Yep.
Be careful how you conduct yourself.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to be real. I hate, especially when I hear girls or dudes, young raza, using that word, bro. When the fuck did you learn that from? You know? Then years ago, I met some of my, when I was working at Rouse, I would go play Madden on PlayStation with some of my buddies from work. And their kids were in this, in that, in this, and that. And they were always filming themselves. This was when MySpace was a big thing.
Yeah.
They were kids, bro, like already, like, if you will, exploiting themselves on social media.
Yeah.
Like, the dad catches the daughter already sending nudes, you know, to a guy that she just met.
Mm.
I mean, it's out there, and it's just not out there for our people, but it's just out there.
Yeah.
It's too easy, bro, to get some shit like that. And think about all the young girls today, bro. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Bella the rapper, Bella, young Chicana. Okay, when I first met her, she was 17. I gave her her first interview. Second interview, she was 18. And I asked her off camera, what is one of your biggest downfalls, or what is one thing that you do not like about social media? She said, that I get men around your age that hit on me on the DM. And she is 18 years old, bro. So I do want to say, you know what, shame on a lot of you motherfuckers that try to pick up on young girls like that. You know that one girl that cashed me outside trick? What the hell's her name?
Bad.
That girl, okay.
Danielle Bergoli.
Okay. I know guys my age, when I went on her page to see what the big hoopla was when she turned 18 years old, there's a lot of mutual friends that follow her, dude, that are my age. Like, what are you doing following this 18 or whatever she is, year old girl? I don't get it, bro. But there's just so much out there, Marvelous, for this young generation. So I guess the question is, can they be saved? I believe it starts at home.
Yeah, the same thing. I got the same answer. I would love to have a school. I would love to open up a school where I could fucking teach kids, you know? There should be a school where a gang of, homies should get together and use that feria, whatever, homie.
Right.
Use that feria to open up a school where you got a couple of educated homies that are teach these young boys how to be men, alpha males. You know, a gang of shit. Put our cultura on there, everything, homie.
You're right. And you know what doesn't help? Our society now, and we're going to talk about this with news with Norbies, how I think in college, now you can, I guess, raise or a transgender baby. Look who's putting that shit out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now you can raise a transgender baby. They're not babies, they're they-bees. That's a word that they're using, they-bees. You know, because gender is what the hospital gives them. When they grow up, let them choose. You know, when I grew up, if you had a fucking cock, you were a man. That's it.
Yep.
Damn. You know, today it's just a loose piece of skin that hangs between my legs. Don't define me by what's between my legs. I've heard motherfuckers say that.
Biatch.
Don't define me. Cálmate, güey. Okay, so let's go. Saludos, Tony and Marvelous. You got a question? You got a question? I do. Saludos, Tony and Marvelous. You got a question for Marvelous is about the satellites. Are they real or fake? And also, International Space Station. Damn, Spanglish. Is it real or fake? Space stations. So are satellites real? And are space stations real or fake?
Space stations are not real. When I was fucking 6th grade, we took a field trip to go see the space station before it was gonna be launched out into space and shit. And I was mesmerized by that shit. I mean, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I get to go inside there and all this and that." And man, when I found out all this shit, that shit just fucking went out the window. Like, damn. But anyway, satellite things. The ones that have fallen have been held up by weather balloons. Or these not weather balloons, but these big fucking balloons.
Yes.
And they've fallen like in Nigeria. They found them in different spots. But as far as any real satellite that's hovering in space, hell no. That's just not real.
Okay. Well, hopefully that answers your question.
The satellites are actually the so-called cell towers that they're implementing more and more and more in different cities, and they have to fucking hide them as fake trees or fucking light fixtures and all kinds of shit. There's a good majority of fucking satellites on the top of buildings. So if you go downtown to the parking structures and shit, look on top of the buildings and you'll see the so-called satellites. That's how they get traffic, like in your cars.
Okay.
And you see a big old fucking red line. That's the amount of fucking cell phones that are cluttered up, or smart devices that are cluttered up in a certain area. That's your traffic.
Okay. Okay, question. If a UFO came down from the sky and gave you a choice to leave Earth right now, right at that moment, or stay, what would you choose? First of all, I don't even know when the fuck I would be going.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Am I going to come back? Is it just a joyride? Are they kidnapping me? Are they going to force me into a weight loss program? What's going on here? No, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't know when the fuck I'm going. What about you, Marvelous?
Well, shit, if it's a story of like Enoch and walking with the angels, I'll go.
Yeah, but he said a UFO.
Yeah, but nah. In his thinking, nah.
Yeah, UFO. Anyways, question for Tony. Why don't you ever take off your hat? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you what, I'm going to post up a picture soon, and I hope all you guys download it, okay, and make a poster of it, and then bring it to the pop-up, and I'll sign it for you guys. Okay? Question for Mr. Marvelous. Why don't you think about our people staying behind while other races get more money? What do you think about our people staying behind while other races get more money?
I think we need to help each other. I mean, if he's what I'm thinking that he's asking is like, for instance, the no jumper. I'm thinking about a question like that, it makes me think about that.
Right.
And how that other platform they mentioned earlier, how you have a bunch of mini platforms under your umbrella, right? It's like branch out. If we would help each other and with our ideas and motivate each other and have the willpower to or be ambitious about it, we fucking get places.
Yeah.
Man, get your fucking ass up early in the morning. Take a jog around the block. 4 a.m. Eat a healthy meal. You know, motivate your fucking wife to do some shit. Have her motivate you to do some shit.
Right.
You know? Get another job. Help your kids. Ask somebody that you know that don't got a car if they need a fucking ride.
Right.
You know, let's do some shit instead of asking, oh, I can't do that right now. Oh, you got gas money? Or you got this? We're all struggling. All of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hopefully that answers. Tell Marvelous, talk about the Matrix on what he knows about it and thinks about it. Thanks. And some Aztec stories. He never says any stories. I'm sure he knows a couple. Okay, that's a lot to ask. But what do you think about the Matrix? What do you think people mean when they ask Marvelous about the Matrix?
Well, they think that we're in a simulation, and it's sort of equivalent to a simulation because we are made up of frequency. We are. It comes from our pineal gland. You know, that's where our connection with the Most High is, our Creator. You know, we start to question that, or the good and wrong, when we ask, like, hey, what do you think about that Hyena? Like, you think she's female or not? You already know the fucking answer. You just want me to validate your sin for you. Like, oh, yeah, she got some big old tetas, handle that shit. Like, chale, nah. That's a Jezebel, homie. Don't fuck with it.
I was stuttering right there. Yes. Okay. Question for both of you. Is Chicano rap dead? Let me say this. Well, rap is one of the elements of hip hop, okay? Once again, graffiti, DJing, b-boying, rap. Rap is not dead. I think rap, people have talent when they rap, okay? Now, let me say it this way, Marvelous, and I think you'll agree with me, okay? I think we probably listen to more black rappers than we do Chicano rappers. Mm-hmm. As raza, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Okay. You know why I believe, and I'm going to say it, because they've done it better. Mm. Okay, they've done it better. That doesn't mean that we lack the talent, but we lack the fucking effort to get in there and knock out good fucking music. Mm-hmm. Here's the mentality of today's Chicano rappers. I make a song today, I put it out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. New music, you know, on all platforms. While you're making the fucking not even half of a fucking penny per stream. Mm-hmm. Okay?
One post.
Yeah.
One post about it.
You know, we don't take our time with this craft. Mm-hmm. We don't lack the talent. We just don't take our time releasing good fucking music. Mm-hmm. I've been in studio with, and I'm saying it for the sake of the conversation, with black artists. And their work ethic when it comes to them rapping is fucking great, man. Even engineering. When I come over to this side, There's no work ethic there. It's day and night. And I'm like, no wonder. No wonder one is ahead from the other. So as far as Chicano rap is dead, I just don't believe any Chicano rappers are bringing out good music. They're not. Then again, that's just my opinion.
I have the same kind of theory about that shit, but I mean, I definitely don't think that Chicano rap is dead, or just rap, homies rapping, or whatever. Right. I just think they lack the motivation to put out good shit. They're just trying to put out a bunch of shit, or whatever. Oh, that's a good beat. Let me rap on that. Like, nah, homie, that's not even a bot beat. That's not an original beat. It's a fucking Tupac beat. Yeah, the beat. People are liking the Tupac beat. They know that song, and you're just rapping over it. It's fucking repetitive shit. And then there's other dudes that are just like, they have something good, but they don't know how to work well with others.
Right.
And then, I mean, I've been in the studio with fucking Badass in them.
Yeah.
Right? And you got Raza gangster homies, and they're supposed to be working, but they'll start fucking blazing it with, you know, the black homies.
Yeah, the brothers.
You know what I mean? The brothers. And it's like, come on, homie. Like, you vatos came to work, not to come and mingle and all this shit and talk about hyenas and who you fucked and all this and that. Like, get to work. Like,
look, I'm going to say something. The majority of the people have told me this have been Raza, okay? And I'm going to compare them to black artists, okay? Not saying that black artists are better. I just think that they take their time with their craft. Now, listen to what I'm saying. For those of you that have been fans of Roadium Radio for a while, the majority, 90% of Raza, you know what they say where they get their beats from, Alex? YouTube.
mm-hmm.
I get my beats from YouTube. I lease them. I lease this beat. That means that it's not your beat. I can't remember one black artist that I brought here that said that they got their beats from YouTube and that they leased them. So they're coming up with their own original music while we are too busy rapping off of Mac 10, Ice Cube, Eazy-E. We just download instrumentals and rap to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the fucking problem. There's no effort there. So if you guys want to get mad at me, go ahead and get mad at me. I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to be cocky, but I'm trying to give it to you from the gut, okay?
I think the young homies just need to learn how to work with others too.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Okay, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the way I talk, but fuck it, you guys still watch. So that's all that matters.
Damn.
Okay. To Marvelous, did you went to the Duke of Earl show at East LA College 1995? Did you went?
No, I didn't go.
You mean you didn't win?
I didn't win.
Okay, cool. All right. What's your opinion, our raza, using the word Latinx?
I don't like none of that new shit.
Is there Black X?
I don't know. No, there's Malcolm X.
Yeah, is there
X-Men?
A white X-Men, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't use that shit.
No.
Okay, ask the homie, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Hadouken!
That's right.
Okay. To both gentlemen, would you be able to distinguish a demon from an angel if you saw one?
I mean, from described by the Book of Enoch and what an angel looks like, yes.
Okay. This is really the only thing, because we are given somewhat descriptions of what cherubims look like, seraphims, stuff like that. Okay. One thing that every angel had in common when they came in contact with a human in the scriptures,
Yeah.
the human always fell on his face as if he was dead. He was terrified.
Yeah.
And there was always one thing that the angel would always say to them: fear not. So I would think that if we ever came across an angel, now why would they fall flat on their face? Because they were terrified. A lot of people think that angels are these chubby white kids with wings and harps. No, get that out of your mind, okay? It was something terrifying to them because they never saw nothing like that. It wasn't human. So these angels had to tell them, fear not. So that's pretty much how I would be able to tell. Okay, I don't know if I should start because we got a lot more. I'll tell you what, Alex, let's go ahead and open it up for phone calls because we got about 30 minutes and I really need to
For everybody talking about the new comments and shit, there's no new fucking word or brand for our people. We're a raza. That's it. RAZA. We're all together, united. All this new shit created by fucking Gordy Balls over there wants to have his new name and all that. Let him have it and wears little t-shirts. That's some gay shit. We're on some man shit on this side.
Yeah. A lot. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it at the end. Okay. Let me know when I'm connected. Okay. Let me see.
West Side Connection. That was a badass CD when it came out too.
Yeah.
West Side Connection.
Okay. Let me know when I'm connected. Okay. Let's go. We got a caller. The first caller never. I'm just gonna hang up on him because okay, it never answers. Call back, caller. Here we go. Fuck you, unknown caller. Let's go. Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
It's the homie Kike from the city of Escondido.
Hell yeah, you always make an appearance, homie.
That's a righteous homie.
See, I tried last time, dog, with the call didn't get through.
Dale, wait, what's good?
Hey, I got a quick question. All right, this is like completely just like music related, dog. All right, so I need you guys to like, if you can come up with like 5 suggestions of like just independent songs, right? Where they incorporate like either dialogue or like part of a movie. Like, let me give you an example. For Mr. Little One 666, they threw in fucking an excerpt from the movie 187. For Folsom song Hit a Lick, they threw in an insert of the movie Heat. So like, do you have any like your top 3 or top 5 songs where they incorporate like dialogue or a part of a movie into the song?
I don't remember the name of the song, but Scarface did a song. All I have in this world is my balls and my word. So that was Scarface.
But you don't remember the name of the song though? That's what I'm trying to get like.
No, but I can give you. Look up Scarface first solo album. It came out right after We Can't Be Stopped, the album that had My Mind Playing Tricks on Me. That was, to me, Scarface's best album. So.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So I can't think of any.
The word.
Huh?
It's called Balls and Word.
Okay, there you go.
Balls and My Word.
It's called Balls and what?
And
Balls
My Word.
and my word. Los huevos y mi palabra.
Balls on his chin.
Yeah. So that's the first one that came to my mind, bro. Go, Marvelous, you got anything?
I don't, homie. I don't, to be honest.
Okay. That's it, bro. You got another one for us or no?
Nah, man, I was just trying to put you who's in the hot seat. If you could ask fucking who else is all there? Alex and fucking Norbert or not?
Oh yeah. You guys got one?
That's killing me, man.
What did she say?
Yeah. What did she say? He said "Gangster's Paradise."
That's from the movie.
I know, but what do they say in the song?
Yeah. What did they say in the song?
I don't know.
Man,
You don't know, but you said.
go to the corner, homie. Go stand right there for a minute. You're
Do
on
we got
time.
any tomato noises? Do we got any tomato noises?
I thought I was calling a hip hop podcast, man.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, anyways, no, if I could think of another one, bro, I'll think of another one. But right now, no, bro, I can't think of one. Oh, you know what? Remember DJ Quick on Safe and Sound? He used a lot of Harlem Nights. Quick, we're not gangsters. We're not. Remember that?
Yeah, Safe and Sound. That was on Safe and Sound, yeah.
Safe and Sound, in other words, Mr. Quick, is there somebody you might want to fuck? And she goes, yes.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one, bro.
Yeah, I already had those, man, but thank you very much, dude. I appreciate the effort.
Okay, and listen to Punk Shit, my song on the High C album. We use the intro to Scooby-Doo.
Where are you?
Here we go.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Oh, Pony!
Yes.
Hey, why you banging on Chicano rap, dog?
I like it. I like it. Keep going, man.
Why you banging, dog? Nah, look. With all due respect, I fuck with you. But the only reason why I say that is because you were trying to put in your little 2 cents with Mr. D. That fool was kind of, not kind of, I'm going to say is Chicano rap just for the simple fact that he's brown and proud.
So
Whatever him.
is that what it takes?
That's right.
Like, so if you're a Chicano and you rap, are you automatically considered Chicano rap?
Nope.
So that means you have no choice?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm going to say that, like how you say, my point, that's my point. I feel, yeah, 100%. I don't know why it's like that. You could probably give your 2 cents on that too, if you want.
Right.
But I feel like, yeah, that's for sure.
You know, and
Almost saying like, oh, you rap? It's like almost saying you rap, oh, so you're black. Wouldn't you agree?
but we don't call them black rap.
That's true.
We don't call Eminem white rap. You know,
You're right. You call him Eminem.
So my thing is this: is it wrong for me to consider Raza rappers as artists? Is that wrong?
Look, I'm gonna give you. Look, I'm like three streets down Miss Pac-Man, dog. Straight up, I'm right here in Tarzana. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you as a homie.
Yes, sir.
I feel like as a homie and as you as Raza, I feel like even if you don't, how can you say, support it, like even with the music, as far as Raza, it's like obligated. You know what I'm saying? Like, to give you an example, I'm from the Valle. Anybody that comes from the Valle, Sleepy Malo, Mr. D, I support him, whether it be Guatemalan, Mexican, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, that's just me. You know, so support. You know, regardless of whether it be to the East LA, to the Woodland Hills, to the North Hills, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's Raza.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you.
Marvelous says, fuck Cali Mac, Raza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's my, as far as like, that's my 2 cents. Hey, but I'm gonna let you guys talk about it. I've been really getting into your fucking album. My favorite song so far is "Do You Know What I See?"
Yes.
Oh man, that shit hard, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I fucked with you hard, Tony. I'll let you. I'll let you put your 2 cents in.
Okay,
and chime in.
but let me say one last thing, because if you hang up, the next caller will call. Let me say this.
Okay, let me know.
We provided a platform here for Raza to come here and shine and get exposure. So I support it. My only thing is this, that this subject will always be a debate. In my documentary that I'm doing, we talk about this. You know, does everybody have to be considered under the umbrella of Chicano rap if you are Raza, okay? I think it's unfair if somebody just wants to say, I'm an artist. Like, I'll give you an example. Mr. D, when I was working with him, he just said, I'm just an artist. Other people said, I'm just an artist. I have to respect that. You know, other people thought, maybe you talked them out of it. I didn't talk nobody out of anything. Now, because I'm Raza, am I considered now a Chicano podcaster or just a podcaster?
I consider you just a
true.
podcaster, homie, that supports a raza.
So that's it, bro. That's all I want to say. But I support our people, homie.
You got me there.
So
You got me there. No, but but you understand my point of view.
Of course.
You know, like as far as any, support, regardless of whatever the fuck, just support.
Of course.
Support. I mean, I still bump. Look, you know what? As a matter of fact, let me just give me 1 more minute. The
Yes,
reason
sir.
why I even called, you even said, I don't even bump Chicano rap. What do you bump? And when you said that, I screamed out of the top of my lungs and I said, what? Man, I still bump Little One. I still bump people that don't even think when you say Triple C. A lot of people don't know Triple C. They'll be like, what's Triple C? Central Coast Click, motherfuckers. And I'm from the Valle. So, I mean, if you even said, if good music comes this far, then, it's good music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's going to be timeless. You even said it. It's timeless. So how can I be from the 90s and Dominator was, going hard, bro, and nobody knows that. Same thing with M Banks, the Bay. A lot of, like, if you're a real music head,
yes,
when it comes to, like, 90s, Kelly lifestyle, like, Chicano, and I'm saying Chicano rap, and I'm saying, I'm not saying, my NIGGA rap, but I'm gonna say, like, like rap,
right,
So
of course.
when it comes to that, like, damn, like, I don't know. I just feel like we're all left out, but at the same time we're there, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like we're there.
We
We're
are
always
here,
been
bro.
same thing with you, Tony A, High C. They always be like, you even said, oh, they always think about High C. Nah, fuck High C. Well, all due respect,
Of course.
but Tony A's there too. You know what? He's right there behind you. Don't try to take all the fucking the credit. Like, you know, give credit where credit is due. He even said it. Give your roses when roses are due. You know what I mean?
Yes. All good, my bro. You know, and again, really quick, when I said that, I was referring to today's Chicano rap. What I bump, I still bump Frank V. I bump Triple C. I bump Frost.
I'm still looking for that right now, dog.
We all are. We all are. But you know what? I'll tell you who I'm not looking for, Miss Pac-Man, que va chingue su madre esa cabrona. So, muchas gracias, bro. Thank you for your phone call. Greatly appreciate it, homie.
Yeah, sabes, homie. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
To the 818 to the fucking, whatever the fucking area code's out there, 323.
310. All right, bro. So, he said he lived down the street. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Jay from Montana.
Jay from Fontana. What's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought Marvelous back in, man. Every time he's on there, if I miss the show, I drop everything and I listen to that man's knowledge. And your knowledge too, Tony.
Thank
But
you.
I'm not leaving you out.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, bro.
But,
Thank you so much, man.
No problem. But I want since both of you guys have like knowledge and good wisdom and stuff, I want to ask you guys for a question and let me know what you guys think about.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm part of the people, right? Like us and everything. But a lot of my cousins too, they look at me like, hey, how come you don't act like this? How come you don't dress like us? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I don't know, like a Chicano thing or whatever, but they say I don't speak like them or whatever. So it's like, and I'm not part of the people because I don't dress a certain way. It's because they tell me I dress proper. Like I dress like normal. Like I'm like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Like I don't know. Like it's kind of like they want to push me out. And if I don't represent our people, they're like, oh, you never want to be one of us. It's like I'm never good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to ask you guys.
I want to give you one example, Marvelous, and the movie American Me.
Mm-hmm.
Edward James almost gets out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
This one youngster talks to him and he goes, oh, I think he says, that's my brother or my cousin. He goes, yeah, he thinks his shit don't stink because he went to college.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or Mi Familia, the vato that becomes a lawyer or some shit.
Right.
And he comes in, he's all embarrassed of his family.
Okay, right. Now, here's my thing. One thing that I did notice, because I've known homies that maybe they had a brother that didn't want to live the barrio life.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to school and he became a cop. They saw him as he was fucking no good.
Mm.
Maybe that was his choice on, this is the way I'm going to better myself. He ended up getting married. He ended up having children. But to his brothers that were from the hood, he was fucking no good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why. You know, I would want to encourage my kids to do better than what I did, to surpass whatever I have done.
Yeah,
I just don't.
I'm not disrespecting our culture. I represent my people and everything, but I guess I don't act Mexican enough or Chicano enough. Why do I need to act? Like that's acting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm myself. But I'm still representing our people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still me. Like why do I need to act? Like for the show, I'm not acting. I don't have a uniform on. I'm just living life. You know what I mean? I was born here.
Just be you, homie. Just continue to be you. Yeah. I also think though, and I have I think it's I do it. You know, I conduct myself a certain way around certain people. You know, with my homies or like on this platform, I conduct myself a certain way, bro. You know, there's a lot of people watching, and I'm not about to act ignorant. Not even that I do act ignorant in any way, shape, or form. But I went on a what made me trip out is I went on I'm not gonna say the name of the podcast, but it was a high profile podcast I did an interview on, and the dude when I got there before we started taping, he asked me, he goes, I don't mean no disrespect or nothing. He goes, but do you really dress like that? And because I was dressed what you call proper, bro. I had a nice ass Gap shirt on or whatever. And I had some fitted Levi's on, and he stopped me, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, yeah, fool. Like, what the fuck? You want me to come all banged out? Like, they're judging you, you know, they're categorizing you." And 10 minutes into the fucking interview, he's signaling me behind the camera, and he's saying, oh, I see him, you know, trying to signal me, and I'm like, what's up? Like, just ask me, homie. Like, and he goes, I just want to ask you, no disrespect, Marvelous, but do you really talk like that? Because I was using intricate words and the way I articulate myself, and he goes, you really like use those words? Like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, how do you want me to talk to you? You know, I'm right here trying to convey a message to you know, the raza or even other communities. You know what I mean? And I have to know how to represent myself correctly in a correct manner, so people don't think I'm just this ignorant ass cholo that is not well mannered, well versed, or any of that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to come with a positive message and trying to help you know, people get out of this ignorant state of mind. You know what I mean? But hey, yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Go for it. I mean, my bad.
I was gonna say, you know, my response when I'm having those conversations, when they're asking me those kind of things, right? I'm like, they'll be like, well, it should be brown pride, brown love, and everything. I'm like, bro, like, you're light skinned. Is Canelo brown people? Is he brown? I mean, I'm asking you guys a question. Is Canelo Power brown, the boxer? Because he's white as fuck, right? Red hair and everything. Is he brown? Is he, you know, is he brown pride? Is he brown people? Like, because indigenous people are dark skinned too, right? But I'm light skinned as fuck. People confuse me like, hey, are you white or Mexican? And I have to tell them like, well, what do you mean? Like,
so here's a message. Here's a message. You know what I mean? Here's a message, bro. For the next person that says that they're all for the raza and brown pride this, and how come you don't act like us, and puro Chicano, and I'm down and I love my people. Tell them, how come you get in that car and you drive to another city and you bang on somebody that looks just like you? Why don't you give them a rent?
I have asked them that, and they can't give me an answer.
You know, help him out. Instead of asking him where he's from, ask him if he needs a ride.
Yeah.
You know?
All good, caller.
True.
Thank you, my bro. I appreciate you, homie.
Thanks, Tony.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Callers, let's go. Let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Hello, caller.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. And I want to talk to you about a couple things, big guy. I just want to know some opinion about the you know, I was put in a situation at about my brother-in-law, big dog.
Wow. Your phone keeps cutting out, bro.
He literally has. My bad, Tony. But like I was saying, you know, he has a problem with me smoking on the front porch,
okay,
which is marijuana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he does the exact same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's 40 years old, still living with his parents. I don't live there. You know, we have our own thing going on, and he thinks he can put rules on what, you know, goes on at his parents' house. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I've never been put in this regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's acting like a child, but he's 40 years old, and you want to set rules from another man that's almost 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're.
I'm just trying to get, you know, some input how to handle a situation like that, because I mean, I was raised in a household where the dad needs to set rules, and
right,
the rules need to be respected.
Now, do you live there with them?
You know what? My baby mama does, and my child does.
Okay.
But literally, I don't stay there. But you know, like I was on the porch outside, you know, because I guess I was sitting on this chair. And he went outside, I guess he had a little cup of beer and he had a little rolled up, and he went to go, you know, I got up. I didn't say nothing to him. We don't really speak, you know, we're not a high and by kind of person. So I just stood up, I put my shit in the car, and I went inside. And when he came inside, he was mentioning that, you know what, when you got to smoke, you got to take it out to the truck. I was like, oh, so you telling me I can't smoke on the front porch? I was like, nah, you're a guest here. But this motherfucker right here comes
with like 2-3 vatos fucking smokes weed, all the things up the fucking house, and but I need the guests respected. I like, look, I even sweep and mop the house every day because of my child. You know what I'm saying? Para que la niña tenga, you know, clean spot to play in and stuff.
Yeah.
And this fool don't do shit.
Well, you know,
and I already, you know, the parents respect me. They know what I do. And this vato right here, you know, he's 40 years old and he's poking his nose in other people's business. And like, you know, I was raised on politics. You know, I've been locked up, and is you know how politics are, you don't do that shit at a house. You respect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You respect the females of the house. You know, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's grandmother. You know how it is, dog.
Yeah.
And this fool right here has 2 nieces at the house, and he's acting a fool with me. Like, bro, why don't you respect your own house? You're trying to set rules to something that you know, I'm not in the house. I'm not dealing at the house. I'm not doing none of that. You know
Okay, bro. A couple of things. A couple of things that I want to bring up because I think pretty much you made it plain. That my thing is this: I just think the guy probably just doesn't like you. Okay, because if he tells you no smoking in the front porch, but yet he allows his homies to come through and puff with him, he just doesn't like you. Maybe he just doesn't want you there. If anything, you could do two things. You could do 2 things. Just not even fucking smoke there, take a walk down the street and smoke, or you can pull him to the side and just talk to him. Like, hey man, you know, did I do something to you? Like, what's the problem with me just having a little fucking frajo right here, the front porch? You know, what's the problem? That's how I would approach him, bro. Marvelous, anything you want to add, bro?
Oh,
go ahead.
Definitely. Listen, I listen to you all the time. You know, I got a lot more other topics that I wanted to speak to you about. But, you know, this was been on my mind right now. Because, I mean, he even mentioned, you know, you want to get locked up, let's go handle it inside. I'm like, fool, I got more pull inside. You're not active, fool. You know, you're nothing. You don't even have a tattoo on your body to claim anything. You know? Yeah. And you want to go in the inside? You don't think I have to get your fucking eyeballs sticking out of your fucking socket, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here. But, I mean, I got other topics. I listen to you all the time. I'm glad you brought Marvelous back. And, keep on going, big guy.
Thank you, my bro. Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you, homie.
Okay. Let's go. Let's see who's the next caller. No smoking. Okay. Marvelous. Norby's can.
Fuck that.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
This is Pablo Escobar from Covina. How you guys
Fuck
doing,
yeah.
fellas?
Ron Jeremy's in the motherfucking building.
It's Pablo Escobar, huh? Pablo Escobar. I don't know Ron Jeremy.
Okay, go for it, man. You got a question?
Yeah, I was talking about current events right now. You know how the WEF, you know, and what's going on in the government, and you know, we can't drive gasoline cars supposedly in about 10 years. You heard what they're talking about the stoves? They don't want you having a stove in your house anymore. Also, what do you think about that?
Go ahead, Marvelous.
I'm totally against anything that they try to implement on us, so I say fuck them. They're also trying to implement organic healing. If you have a system put in place to heal your kids or yourself by fucking putting onions in your sock or whatever the fuck it might be, you know, you making a tea, they're considering that drug use because it's not going to be okayed by the FDA or co-signed, so you could be subject to search, seizure, and arrest.
It looks like they're going like they're when they elected Donald Trump, all their plans are like 4 years behind, and it seems like everything they're doing in the past 2 years since Biden got elected is like fast forward. Like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. The Ukraine war, we gotta do that. We're 4 years behind. We should have started that war 4 years ago. And they're killing Ukrainian people. Now Russia's fighting 36 countries. We're fighting NATO. Russia's fighting NATO because Ukraine lost already. They have no more weapons. They have no more tanks. So now they're donating Leopard tanks. They're donating this. They're just going to get blown up in the battlefield because it don't matter if you have a Leopard tank or a Russian tank. They're worthless in the modern warfare because they got drones. I mean, this war is like, there's no surprise attacks. They got satellite. They can see all the movements of all the troops. And right now, Russia is a small country. Well, it's a big country, but a small population is fighting the United States, fighting Germany, is fighting Britain. What do you think about that?
Let me go.
Yeah, go for it.
So everything that you just mentioned, bro, I don't believe none of that. There is no war. There's nobody
You don't believe
fighting. There's nobody fighting anybody. That's all propaganda that's made up. You think that they don't have the technology to just wipe somebody off the fucking map? Like they have these insects that they've made, fucking drone mosquitoes that can carry viruses. Well, we're busy stocking up on fucking guns and ammo and shit like that, thinking that we're gonna, procure our life somehow. They could send a fucking virus into your pad and wipe out anybody they fucking want. It's all a lie just to push their fucking gay ass Saturn worship agenda. So I say fuck them and the school system that they created.
Do you think Putin? You think Putin? Maybe he's not with the elites and say, you know what, I don't want to be part of your agenda, or
No.
he's not into that.
No,
gay
I
stuff,
believe
like,
all of them are the
gay
same.
stuff.
Yep, all of them. There's no such thing as a president or a fucking leader. They have all fucking given up their fucking chonies to them, bro. Real
They're
shit.
all controlled by the elite.
Yeah, yeah. And any narrative they push out there about somebody being woke, or they're exposing the fucking these families, or they're exposing the Illuminati. No, they're not exposing shit. These motherfuckers are protected below us. And they've created all this shit. They manipulated your sons to fucking incarcerate you, because that's the military that's going to come and push all this real law, the New World Order. When we go on lockdown, it's going to be your fucking nephews, nieces, sons, daughters that are going to come into your doorstep with tanks, guns, all that shit, because you didn't raise them right with good morals. So the school starts at home. Remember that.
They're gonna kick your door in and vaccinate you. Then you're gonna have a cardiac arrest like
Yep.
Elvis Presley's daughter.
Yeah. All right, Ron. Thank you, bro.
People, all these young people. All right, sounds good, man.
All right.
Say what's up to Ron Jeremy. I heard that he's not being prosecuted no more.
All right, foreskin. Let's go. Caller, your name or where you calling from?
Good afternoon, good night, everybody. This is another shameless plug. Miguelito's Tattoos.
Hell
on
yeah.
Instagram.
Hell yeah. Let's go, my bro. You got a question?
I got one question for you, and I got another question for Marvelous.
Ay, wait. Shoot it.
All right. Well, first, my first question is gonna be for Tony.
Yes.
Tony, have you ever have you had Mr. Babyface on your show, or Demon from Pixley, 16 Letter Boys?
Wait. Say that again?
Have you met or had on the show Mr. Babyface?
I never heard of Mr. Babyface. So no, obviously no. Now I think you said Demon, right?
Yeah, Demon from 16 Letter Boys, Pixley. I think Mr. Babyface was from Wilmington. I think that's why he wears red. They recently did a video about 4 weeks ago.
Oh, you know what? He's a new artist.
Yeah, he looks young. I think he looks pretty young. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Somebody just hit me up. One of my homies from the neighborhood hit me up and told me about him. So, but no, I never met him. Now, as far as Demon, what Demon are you talking about? Because Slow Pain had a cousin that I believe they called him Demon.
He rapped with Mr. Babyface. I'm pretty sure probably when we get him on the show, there'll probably be a question to ask him.
Okay.
He rapped with I guess they went downstairs, the upstate homies from Pixley.
Uh-huh.
They have a record called 16 Letter Boys.
Okay.
So they went down there and they met up, and they were throwing up the W, and I was like, well, that's a trip, because, they were wearing red, and remember you saying your school colors were red and black, so they were all like flamed up, and it would just kind of threw a lot of people off, and, so it was a trip how they went down south and they connected with them. They did a little video and got a couple other people from Tulare County.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I asked. Okay, so that was my question. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your question for Marvelous?
All right, Marvelous. My question for you was, what do you think about people that haven't been to the penitentiary and get cultura? But you don't have to answer. But I just want to know, what do you think about that? Rappers.
Or rappers.
You're saying specifically rappers or just in general?
Chicano. I mean, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer it, homie. I'm gonna answer it. So I'll say it like this, without saying it. Your tattoos have to be earned. They gotta be spoken for. You have to put in work. So, I mean, people that know about that or know about other things that I'm not gonna get into, they know what tattoos. They know what tattoos mean. So when people question tattoos, they better be spoken for, you know, and earned, and better have somebody to vouch for you, you know. Don't go get shit that I mean, man, I can't get into it without getting into it. just make sure you know what the fuck you're getting. You know what I mean? A lot of people that haven't man, I can't say without, it's gonna go into it no matter what. Just know what you're getting, homie. You know, make sure you're with that. Make sure your shit's spoken for. Don't go say that you're a part of something and you're not. People that like to get into fucking politics or talk about politics really don't know what the fuck they're talking about and never been a part of anything. And they don't know anybody. And nobody knows them. And when they get busted, they get hurt, you know, real bad. So, I mean, that goes a lot with saying about the podcast issues and everybody speaking up on shit, gang shit, politics shit. And they act like they're not talking about it. They're holding interviews with guests talking about politics. And when these vatos get busted, or even out here, they get hit. You know, they get whacked out. And that's because they're talking about certain shit. And they're not either not involved in the shit, or they're not supposed to be talking about the shit. So just, I mean, there's no point, like, you know, people that are with the business, I mean, those are the people that are going to stay quiet anyways. They don't talk about shit. They're not out here talking about all this fucking work they put in. They're not, you know what I mean? Though most of those people will tell you to go talk to them in person, which you should do. If you got a question about some shit, or you're going to question another motherfucker about their tattoos or whatever, you're literally raising your hand for that issue. You're saying that, here, you know what? I'm going to go handle that. And, you know, that's why I say, like, all this shit, like, I don't talk about politics shit, none of that shit. If you have an issue with something or anything that you want to address, come and see me, you know? And I'm not just saying just me specifically, any vato that's out there, you know, acting like they're with the business or they're involved in some shit. Talk to them in person. These conversations aren't to be handled on the fucking phone, especially on fucking podcasts, talking about some shit or your little fucking prison stories or who you stabbed and how many hits you did or whatever the fuck you think. That I seen a rapper talking about on a podcast the other day about he whacked this people and he done whack people and this and that. Like, shut the fuck up. Those are the people that haven't whacked anybody. They haven't done nothing in there or out here. You know what I mean? So just make sure you got people that can vouch for you, that and your work is spoken for, and you know what the fuck you're getting. A lot of people just want cultura because it looks fucking beautiful. Our culture is beautiful, but there's a rite of passage that comes along with that. So that's all I say is be fucking very careful.
I'm pretty sure you get a lot of people, right? Like, you know, tattooers. You probably, you know, you tell them this, right? I agree with what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't contradict it. But there is people that start, money talks, you know? And I'm not saying that's right. But there is people out there that sometimes want us to sell us out a little bit, put us in a little danger zone. And, you know, like, whoa, like, hold up. Like, you know, you're not supposed to get this. And, hey, nah, homie, like, I'm all good. And you're like, nah, homie, like, this is something that I can't even talk to you about until, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's homies that come to me, dog, and they try to get shit, and I'll explain to them, and I'll turn them away. I don't give a fuck about feria. And then there's homies that, you know, are referred by people, and I'll tap them up. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get all into that, but yeah, homie, I respect your question. You know what I mean? And just be very careful, dog.
We're good. Yeah, thank you for your opinion, man. I think you said enough, man. Thank you.
All right, homie.
All right, my bro. Gracias. Okay, let's go. We got to take a couple of phone calls and we're out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Marvelous? What's up, Tony? This is me, Eddie from Pasadena once again.
Hell yeah. What's good, bro?
What's up, Eddie?
All right. Hey, what's up? I just wanted to ask Tony a question. Or actually, I want to talk to Tony about something on the whole Chicano rap is dead thing. So what I wanted to say about the whole Chicano rap is dead thing, my thing is, to me, Chicano rap isn't dead. Where it's at now is better than what it was before, because let's be honest, when Chicano rap first started, not too many artists were that great in their lyricism or took the time and effort to perfect their craft. But now that now that there's more and more artists that are raza, whether they want to associate themselves with Chicano rap or not, is actually like I said, better than what it is now. Better as what it is now versus what it was back then. And to me, it just baffles me that some of these raza artists are willing to turn the other cheek around when they're offered more money into saying, oh, they don't want to label themselves as Chicano rappers, but only when it's beneficial to them outside of the music industry. You feel me? That's my whole take on the whole Chicano rap is dead question, what I wanted to say.
Okay. I mean, you said that it's better than when it started. Let me ask you.
Better than what? Better than, okay. What I'm saying is Chicano rap now is better than what it was before, is what I'm saying, when it comes to these raza artists, when it comes to the whole raza artists taking the time and effort to perfect their craft in the music.
Right, but you said before. That's what you said, from before. What define before? Give me a year, give me some of the groups.
Okay, like Mr. Capone, or wait, you mean the groups or the artists?
No, because you said today it's better than before. You said then when it started. So I would have asked you, give me, when do you think it started? And give me some of the groups.
Well, as far as what I know, okay. So before, what I mean is when the whole Chicano rap first started, in the early 2000s, let's say Wicked Mind, Mr. Capone, Mr. Criminal, what else?
Okay.
Charlie Rocampo, all those, in the beginning when Chicano rap was even a thing, it wasn't really the best. It was more artists just going with the beat. It wasn't really just them trying to rap and not trying to put anyone down, but I'm just being honest from what I know of and from what I've compared to what rappers rap right now, what artists rap right now.
I like the old shit.
What's that?
I like the old shit.
Yeah, I like the old shit better. But to me, I'll be honest with you, when it hit the 2000s, that's when I think it got the worst. My opinion.
Right.
My opinion. So that's it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, homie. I'll see you at the next pop-up, all right?
Thanks, homeboy.
All right, for sure, bro. Take care.
Okay, let's go. Let me see. We'll take 2 more phone calls and then we're out. So make sure you guys get your phone call in. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Yo, what up? It's Xavier from New Mexico.
Xavier from New Mexico. How you doing, brother?
Not too bad, bro. I got a question for both of y'all. So I'll start with Marvelous. First, what's up, big dog? How you doing there?
What's up, homeboy? Send my respects.
That's chilling. So what I want to know is, what do you know about the Aztec, the process of stretching ears and shit like that? I've heard some things and I don't know, you know what I mean? I've been trying to live my life by some of this shit. And
so it came with, from my knowledge, bro, it came from our rite of passage, bro. It came with, there was also different stones that you would put in your for your hierarchy within the tribe. So jade was I don't want to say you had more money, because money had nothing to do with it. I was telling somebody earlier today, money was your crops or your land, your cattle, your cows, your food. That was real money. not, you know, whatever the fuck. Like gold was nothing. That's why when the Spaniards came, like there was nothing to show them all our gold and like shit that we had. That was a value to them, but it was like that was just of the earth to us. It wasn't like of that value or that mindset. But yeah, that's where it came from. It comes from you know, our rite of passage, bro, of like who you're gonna be or your first vision, we'll say. When you receive your first vision from source. And source is, when you hear the word source, that's will be the equivalent of the Most High or God today. And
Okay, yeah. See, I heard it's something like life events, like big life events or some shit like that.
I never heard that before, but where did you read that at?
This dude explained it to me, but then again, he could have been, you know what I mean, just saying some shit.
Oh, okay. If you want, contact me through IG, and I'll send you a specific video on it, bro. If you want to check it out.
Yeah, I got you for sure.
All right, homie. Thank you,
my brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're gonna take one more phone call. The next caller gets a free Marvelous Ink teddy bear. Okay. There we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I heard it's like life events, like big life.
Hello?
Yes, caller.
Hey, Tony A.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is for you, Canal, and for Marvelous.
Yes.
So this is for Marvelous. I saw you last week, Marvelous, in Santa Fe Springs with your daughter. I don't know if you remember, Canal.
Oh yeah, homie, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Canal? Hey, no disrespect, Canal. You know, sentí que te falté respeto because I didn't give you the handshake because I had the michelada in my hand, in my right hand, and I couldn't shake your hand, so I gave you my left hand.
Yeah.
And I felt like I disrespected, and I feel sorry for that.
It's firme, homie. Nah, I don't even take it like that.
No. You know, it's just I told my canal, I go, hey, I hope I could see Homeboy today because he's not in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And my canal said, hey, he's gonna be here. And next thing I know, I see you, and I'm like, orale, what's up? They say, you know, Marvelous. And I didn't know you were with your daughter, and I felt bad.
It's firme, but that's cool that you brought that up. Because I was talking to my daughter about that, and she told me, because I was explaining to her about that, you know, to shake a man's hand with your right hand. The same thing. I always teach her different shit, you know, whether it's for a guy or not. I need her to know, like a man walking a woman on the inside of the street.
Yeah.
Every little thing counts. When you see a man, shaking a man, or won't even, you know, put out his fucking vice out his hand to shake your hand. That's a big form of disrespect. A man that doesn't look another man in his eyes is a big form of disrespect. I tell my little mija, don't ever let another girl call you bitch. You know, that's thrown around. Which call? I see that in the little text messages and all that from her little friends and TikTok shit. And so I always, you know, that's crazy you brought that up, homie. But hey, no disrespect right here, homeboy. You know, thank you for acknowledging me, homie.
Yeah, because when I told my canal, I go, damn, dude, I fucking felt bad. I go, you know, I had to give him the little fist bump, and I don't like that shit because I feel that disrespect, especially the left hand. And I go, damn, fool, like I feel fucking bad, you know, like I don't feel that shit firme. And my canal was like, hey, call him up on fucking Friday. He's gonna be there Friday with Tony A. And I go, you know what? I'm gonna have to call him up and let him know, you know.
Yeah, send my respects, homie. Thank you, Garran.
Yeah, después my canal, you know.
Hey, it's all good, homie.
Pero, hey, Tony A.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just want to say something grande, canal. Can you hear me?
I'm here, brother. I'm listening.
Okay. I just want to say something, canal, that's really disrespectful, but at the same time, I just want to say it.
Okay. Go for it, bro.
If everybody accepts it, hey, well, let it be, right?
Yes.
You know, I just want to say, fuck Spanky Loca, fuck Kid fucking Fresa, fuck fucking King Little fucking Girl, and fuck Royal Tetas, and fuck Mr. Cofoni, and fuck Mr. fucking Mr. Wannabe fucking D, which is not the original, which I know you were backing him up in música and everything, pero he's not, to me, in my level, he's not about music, he's not about whatever, pero I don't know how you see it, canal. No disrespect to nobody, pero I just want to say, all those fools that I fucking said, they're all motherfuckers that are just about business. And that's making feria. They're not about music. I don't know what your response is to that.
Well, you know what? I mean, you spoke from the heart, bro, and that's how you feel. I got to respect that. You know, I don't feel you disrespected me. I'm not working with any of those guys. You know, so you said what you felt. You know, and that's it. I mean, like, I thought it was funny. I mean, but yeah, that's it, bro. Thought it was funny. So.
Oh yeah, canal. I mean, I just feel that those gente are about making business, because I'll tell you like this.
Yeah.
Mr. Capone, I respected him long time ago because he made good música. I don't give a fuck that he's Pakistani. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't. He made good oldies. He made good música. Pero later in the end, when he started becoming, you know, with other rappers and this and that, and wearing chains and representing himself different, I started hating him. And I could say that about a lot of gente, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero in the same time, canal, I like to say this. I like Lil Payne, you know, I like Mr. Junebug, I like Mr. Youngster, you know, aka Young Trigger. I like Slow Pain. You know, there's a lot of rappers in the game that I could continue saying, you know. Pero in the end of the day, I always tell everybody, Chicano rap has died long time ago. And I mean long time ago. In 2008, for me, it died. I'm just giving my opinion out there.
No, but you know what? I respect your opinion, but I want to ask you this. What do you think killed Chicano rap?
I'll tell you like this, Fernan. Chicano rap, it died to me because everybody wanted to be like negros, and everybody wanted to sound like negros. And no disrespect to negros, I lived in Georgia. I moved to Georgia for 10 years. I was locked up over there for 10 years. And I'll tell you like this. I don't give a fuck what everybody says that, oh, the N-word and this and that. Hey, canal, I lived over there. I'm from California. I'm from Cali. I was born in Cali, raised in Cali. I moved to fucking Georgia because my parents split up, and I moved to my jefitas because of her husband. I never used the N-word, even when I was torcido or not. And even though I was in a different fucking barrio over there, because I'm from a barrio from Cali. And even though I moved over there from a different fucking barrio, I had to live with that fucking barrio without wanting to. I'm not a hood hopper. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Pero I had to represent it. And I'll tell you like this. I never fucking used a pinche N-word. Never in my pinche vida. And that's on the serio. On the serio side, never used it. And I put that shit on the set. And I'm not going to disrespect the negros either because I love the negros and they're all cool with me. But I never used the fucking N-word. And you know what, eh? I don't like that shit and I don't appreciate that shit. All these fools are from Texas and all this bullshit. Oh, okay, the N-word that allows me, and like this fucking fool, what's his name, Canal? The one from over here from fucking LA. You had him in your TV show, Salvage and Julio and all them. They say the fucking N-word. I don't appreciate that shit, Canal. I don't.
Right.
Pero how can I stop them from using that? I can't. I'm not nobody to fucking stop them from using that.
Right.
Hey, if they get the permission to say it, by all means, cannot use it. Say it. Pero me, I fucking was raised up over there and this and that, and I lived it. I never used it, fool. Like you said it, Tony A, and probably you said, hey, I was from NWA and I was with Dr. Dre and I was all with these fools. I've never used the N-word. And I appreciate that, Canan, and I respect that, Canan.
Thank you, my bro.
Much in love and respect to you.
Hell yeah.
Much in love and respect to you. Hands down, Canan. I really appreciate that. I miss all my old school Chicano rappers, like I told you last time, with Ernie G and all them, with Frank B. I fucking miss those Chicano rappers, man. They were the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
I told you, Carnal, we're me and my Carnal are the motherfuckers that said, oh, those are the two drunk tíos. We're carnales. Pero according to everybody in the social media, we're the two drunk tíos. Hey, I'm cool with it, Carnal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
The old school Chicano rap. And my playlist on Pandora is puro Night Out. I don't give a fuck that Night Out got slapped. I don't give a fuck that Night Out was disrespected. For me, Night Out is the number one Chicano rapper on my list, bro. I don't give two fucking fucks.
Okay.
On the serious, Night Out, Slow Pain, Junebug, Little Menace, and I could keep going. LSD, Young Trigger the Don, even though he died, rest in peace. Even AK Youngster, and hey, Blackie Fontana that left fucking High Power, and he died, and everybody said, oh, Mr. Capone killed him and this and that. He didn't get killed by fucking Mr. Capone. He didn't get killed by High Power. He got killed over some real gangster shit. And hey, he's the only one that disrespected fucking High Power, and not only him, fucking Sniper. Sniper, I don't give a fuck about Sniper. He's not gangster to me, because he's not the original to me. The original one is from Southland Gangsters. If you could remember, Canan, and if you don't, pues, I'm telling you.
All good, bro.
Pero,
yeah.
It's a lot of fucking rappers out there that they don't get their flowers, like you say, Tony A. ¿Me entiendes?
Yes. All good,
and
Carnal.
It's sad, Carnal. It's really fucking, it's really sad, Carnal, because a lot of these fucking rappers earn their flowers and they don't get it.
Right.
They do not get it. They don't earn it and they don't get it. And it's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, you're giving them their flowers, bro. So I appreciate you, Carnal. Listen, I got to take one more phone call. We spent 11 minutes with you. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Hey, gracias, homie. I send my respects to you and your familia, homie.
Yeah. Hey, gracias for los dos. Hey, gracias. Respect and everything. I love it.
Let's go.
Gracias.
Okay, let's go. We got one more caller because that call was too long. So who's gonna give a call? And all right, let's go. Last one. Make it quick. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? Best Chicano caller.
Okay, Chicano caller. Where are you calling from?
West Texas. Lars from West Texas.
Oh, Lares from West Texas. Okay. So you identify yourself as a Chicano caller?
Yeah, I'm relegated to swap meets and car shows, but I'm trying to do better.
What about indoors?
Hey, I'm not there yet, but hey, I aim high.
Oh, good. What's good, bro?
Hey, earlier we were talking about the Poltergeist.
Yes.
Kind of the events that surrounded the Poltergeist movie. There was actually 4 people that died on that movie. One being the little girl, the second being the older sister who was choked to death in her front yard by her boyfriend.
Yes.
She played the part of the older sister. The Indian from part 2. He died of cancer soon after, and the villain named Cain. Now the villain, he had stomach cancer, and if you noticed his appearance during the movie, it added to the kind of the scary features about him. But he was really dying at the time of the movie, and the story with the Indian, and he had done an exorcism on the set, and he ended up dying soon after. Now, his whole thing with doing the exorcism was because the director wanted to use real skulls for the movie because it was cheaper than having props made. So they used real skulls for both of the movies, at least the first 2, from what I know.
Wow.
and they also use real raw sewage to film the last movie the little girl was in, and she already had digestive issues. So they're thinking that kind of irritated it when she was swimming in the sewage, and she ended up dying from sepsis. So yeah, there was four deaths, just kind of haunted that whole cast and crew of people.
Wow.
Poltergeist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lattice, man. You always calling us with some insightful shit, bro. I appreciate you, homie. Especially being a Chicano caller.
Hey, right on. Hey, I want to say, fuck Miss Pac, man. She looks like she's staring over a stack of pancakes when she's looking at you with all those chins, you know.
Damn.
She's got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
It's all them double cheeseman burgers.
Exactly. Okay, fat biatch.
Yeah. Hey, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yes, sir. All right, you too, bro. I didn't hear my biatch. Okay, let's go. That's it.
Biatch.
Okay, let's go. Go ahead and read the super chats, please. Okay, we could take off these pretty little headphones. Damn. Motherfuckers really hate that fat bitch. Okay, let's go. Fat biatch.
Biatch.
All right. First and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to my Chargers. You got this. Beat the shit out of the Jaguars. All right.
Okay, they haven't played yet, so let's hold off on that shout out.
We're the only ones still in it.
Okay.
Jonathan Calleros dropped $4.99. What's up, fellas? I heard recently on JRE a guest saying that Russians and China's downfall is coming in the near future. What do you guys think?
Is that for me?
That's for both of you.
Okay, Marvelous, go ahead. I'll let you get it.
This is kind of a throw, but I think those two countries are, and it's going to be propaganda, a false flag, that they're going to join together and fight the United States.
Okay. And this was China and who else?
Russia.
Oh, no. That's a given. I agree with you 100% on that. Yes.
All right. The Life of Zay dropped $5. Ask Marvelous what he thinks about stretching of the ears and what it has to do with our culture. I stretch at milestones in my life. What about him?
Same thing. I'm actually supposed to go bigger. I'm like fucking 3 visions behind.
Cool. Frankie Blaze dropped $1.99. Saludos from Denver, Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Strange Days dropped $3.98. Respect due to Tony A and Marv. That's okay. Psychopath 7666 dropped $4.99. Rest in peace, Leatherface. Loves Them Killers dropped $20. Hey Tony, do you know the group Brown Pride? They shout out the harbor area in the booklet of their 93 CD, Living in the Barrio. I never heard them mentioned, but the album is dope as well as produced. Thought you might know them.
I don't know them, but Brown Pride is from Wilmington.
Ruben dropped $1.99. Happy B-Day to the homie Shady Boy, soon out from prison.
Yep.
RC dropped $4.99. Some of your regular live callers are very insightful. Have you ever thought of inviting them to the show as guest host or even interview?
Maybe one that I found really, really interesting.
11 Bravo dropped $1.99. Relax with the sound effects. Have some class. Peace.
Okay. Relax with the sound effects. Hit him with the biatch.
Biatch.
Anyway, so yeah.
Max Mueller dropped $4.99. Let's get the homie Little Rob on the show.
Little Rob doesn't want to be on the show, bro. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I think that's it. Official No Gimmicks dropped $9.99. Cuvo from the Vario Van Nuys. Question from Marvelous. Are there any connections between the Incas, Aztecs, Olmecs, and Mayans?
I believe yes, but some of the tribes will disagree.
El Tubo dropped $2. Marv, is it true that Yahweh is a Anunnaki? Question mark, alien?
No, not true.
94 MA dropped $199. So you have to be a cholo to get Aztec tattoos?
No.
I don't think nobody said that.
Yeah, who said that?
Emmanuel IG40 History Talks drops $5. Tony, I recommend a Raza artist from Michigan from the late 1960s. His name is Sixto Rodriguez. He has documentary called Searching for Sugar Man. I think he's dead.
I'm not sure. If he's alive, then connect me with him.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Okay.
Emmanuel IG40 History Talk dropped another $5. Marvelous. What do you think about certain people claiming that Native Americans are descendants of the Mongols? Have you heard that theory?
I've heard Asiatic people that were from we came out of the Bering Straits, but that's not true. I don't believe that to be true. I think that's not on some fucking like I think it's just a fucking narrative that they're pushing to keep us from knowing that this is real holy land and that we are the chosen people.
All right, Chargers 420 dropped $4.99. Best 1 to 2 combo on YouTube. Thanks for the knowledge. Go Chargers tomorrow.
Thank you.
A Medina Music dropped $1.99. Have you ever met Afro Man? You should interview him.
Never met him. I would interview him. That's that guy because I got high, right? Alex wants me to interview him because he gets high. So,
did you hear he recently got raided, and he actually made a track of him getting raided?
Who?
Afro Man.
Oh shit!
I mean, everybody does that. Pretty soon, somebody's gonna like film me taking a shit.
Oh yeah, I think I seen that shit on TikTok or some shit.
You know, when the dookie hits the water, let's use that as a sample. Touche, but doom touche, boom, but doom touche. That's my shit. Anyways, was that it, you guys?
That's it. Go Chargers.
No mames, güey. Okay. Anyways, Marvelous. Honestly, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. I think our personalities come across good. You know, not only over the mic but on the cameras. I think people enjoy it. I like that people get to hear two different perspectives.
Yeah.
Whether we agree with them or not, whether we agree with each other or not, people like to hear two different perspectives, and I think that's what makes this show dope. I appreciate it. One thing that my boy Anthony was saying, that all of a sudden we came out with Conversation with Marvelous, and there's a bunch of shows popping up, Conversations with now. Mm-hmm. You know, and I know we talked about it, that like you told me, Tony, you need to start giving away ideas because motherfuckers are just taking your shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so what am I supposed to do? Not do anything?
I mean, it's cute that they want to be like us. Like, you know.
True.
All right.
You know, and my thing is this: the original is always worth more than the copy.
Mm.
Okay, so, anyways, all right. Any shout outs, Marvelous? Anything you want to say? Anybody you want to address?
Nah, just thank you for everybody for your support. I'm not gonna give no bad energy, any of my energy, so let it manifest itself. But shout out to my kids. I love you, my Heavencita. I miss you, Mama. I'm gonna try to get you tomorrow. And just thank you to everybody that supports the show, supports me, supports Tony, supports the crew, the wrecking. I call you guys the wrecking crew. Just thank you, homie, for having. I appreciate it, bro. I'm humbled to still be here, homie.
Awesome. And first and foremost, I want to give my shout out first. I want to thank everybody on the live chat. I want to thank all the callers. You know, whether you agree with us or not, you guys make this show fun. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I know a lot of you guys like to talk shit, but it's all, you know, done out of love. It's cool, whatever. I don't mind. We're having fun, and I think that's what makes this show dope. Other than that, like I said, I want to give a shout out to Marvelous. I support him. Hopefully we can get his podcast going soon, because I know a lot of you guys want to learn a lot of the knowledge and the wisdom that he has. Also, we're looking forward to that the pop-up. If we can get the location, we'll promote it here as well. I know you said it's in February. So in February, we'll give you guys a little bit more info as we get closer. I'll try to make it. I'll definitely try to make it. And once again, everybody who liked, comment, subscribe, shared, other than that, I want to give a shout out to Norbert, News with Norbies. We'll be back next week. Also, I want to give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Also, I want to give a shout out to my son, B-SKANLESS, and I want to give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi and all the moderators. We have Magic Girls, the moderator, so we want to give a shout out to her. And once again, if you guys didn't watch the Be Real episode that I was on his podcast. We just had a dope conversation. I don't even want to call it an interview, because nobody's being interviewed. It's just a dope conversation with some dope brothers, man. So much love and respect to Be Real, Dr. Greentham, the Be Real TV team. Everybody, they always make me feel blessed and welcome when I go over there. So go check it out. I think we're already at like 11K on that one. It's only been up like a day or so, but we did that. So make sure you guys go check that out. Other than that, tomorrow NB Riders will be here at 4:30. At 4:30. The reason why we chose to do it earlier is because they have to be somewhere at night. So at 4:30, the NB Riders will be here live. Call in. We're going to give you guys opportunity to call in and ask them whatever you guys want to ask them, okay? Other than Sunday, I have another special guest. That will be a Calls with the Wizard on Sunday. So next week, we got to squeeze in Norby's in there, okay? So News of Norby's come in. So you got to subscribe and hit the notification bell button so that when we go live, you're notified when we go. When you don't want to miss the ghetto news. Get the ghetto news from unprofessional perspective, and that's what we do here. So other than that, and all you biting ass podcasts, man. So anyways, have a blessed night. We'll be back tomorrow.
You got it.